sorry. That was wow. How's everyone? Just trying to figure out what's going on with my setup. Hi everyone! Why is this not there? I can never get Eggsy to listen to me, but hi. Everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's doing okay. Hello everyone. I'm okay right now. I don't know, I think I've just been stuck in a bit of a rut. I wouldn't say a rut. I think I just can't decide what to do. I thought of just writing more content, but then I also thought of drawing something because I've been out of doing anything for 2.5 months and now I have to practice myself getting back into it again. I'm still trying to go through the chat a bit. Just wondering exactly what the suggestions were. I was just too busy trying to set things up. I also have to apologize, I do have backwards internet, so I'm probably going to be running slower than normal. I just hope I don't sound like a robot. So everyone had said either just skimming through here, draw, shenanigans. Drawings for shenanigans. Okay, drawing it is. It looks like everyone wants to see me draw, even though I've been out of practice for 2.5 months. I do not sound like a robot. Thank you. I appreciate that. I needed a drawing buddy. I haven't been motivated lately. Campfire. Campfire. Someone said drawing you with my favorite character. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I just spotted that one a while ago, actually. Okay. Oh, someone said to write. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of people who just want to see me draw. Aw, thank you. I'm really sorry I had to step away from my computer. My phone just buzzed. This is more important than cleaning. Oh, excuse me. No, sorry. Don't mind me. I've just been I wouldn't say I'm under the weather. I wouldn't say under the weather because I'm not. I've just had this. I just need to clear my throat a bit. I woke up like a few hours ago. Draw Mina. Ashido. Long-necked power, eh? Your works are worth the wait, so take your time getting into things. Aww. You guys are so sweet. Belle! Belle! Guess we both will be drawing. I'm making cursed MHA boys in maid outfit. I'm sorry, that is hilarious. I did see them on Discord actually. I was hanging around there this morning. Yeah. Yeah, it's me, son. Yeah. Why did I do that? No, I shouldn't have. Oh, cursed. So cursed. Second gen has been my fave so far. Maybe you could draw them. I was thinking about that because I did write something for another 3 in that second generation. Another 3 in that second generation. I think I read them like a dry read a while ago. And I was wondering to draw them, but the problem is I need to actually conceptualize what they look like. I kind of know what they look like, but yeah. Hi Yui, I spotted you! I hope you're having fun playing your game. I'm not going to mention what game you're playing, but I hope you're having fun. Cats. Draw cats. Oh dear. I'm writing the travelers as incorrect quotes. Oh, that's funny. Actually, that was a project I had a while ago, but I never got around to finishing it. So, that'd be funny. Choice and Circumstance. Yes, that's the one. Choice and Circumstance, which for the second gen, Shinso had a son, Kaminari had a daughter, and Sero had a son. So they're the three. But yes, it's very fun. Oh, that's good. That's good. MHA characters around a campfire. Oh, that's so sweet. That's such a big project too. Ooh. Draw myself with my favorite anime character. So here's the thing, I don't have a solid favorite anime character. I would say I have a favorite character across different shows. So that's something that needs to be considered, I think. So I might actually throw the Travelers into a Hunger Games simulation again. You know, we could probably do that later down the track in this live stream for funsies. Oh, my day's been good, thank you. It's been rather chill, but I feel like I need to be productive. I always think MHA fantasy was in the Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's funny. The whole Future Family 2nd Gen is one I always re-listen to, plus the timeline playlist. Aww. Well, I still need to read Choice and Circumstance, and there are so many small one-shot scenarios I can see the second generation being put through, but I'm still in the present, as in the present characters. After all, we did talk about Wedding Wars a while ago. And it's still something in the back of my mind that I'd love to write. What's this? Can you give me any yokai university you want to give yokai? University? Wait a minute. What is this? Should I look this up? I think I'm gonna look this up. I'm on here and I'm gonna look that up. What is this? Yokai University. I am very confused because I've been very out of it lately. Okay, bye Yui. Keep playing your game, have fun. Eggsy just broke. Eggsy, stop breaking on me. He stopped tracking. Why does he keep stopping to track? Okay. What's this? How's your day night going? Oh no, it's been good. No, my day's been very good, thank you. It's been a long while since I have caught a live stream from you. Yeah, I know. And I have to start really late for a lot of you guys, so I'm really sorry about that. Bakugo fighting with a doll. No, he's fighting with a Pomeranian. Anyway, the wedding wars. Weddings, oh my goodness, how could I forget? Can you please draw Asta? I've not watched Black Clover. I think I know who Asta is though. But I've not watched Black Clover, so I'm not quite sure. Why does Eggsy break when he tracks me? It's silly. It's very silly. Mayday is my comic. Oh, your comic. I'm not very familiar with the comic for the Yokai University, so I don't know what list of Yokai Universities you have, if that's the case. Oh, okay. Is the comic. Oh, okay, that's cool. I want to say sorry that I wasn't there for the Discord stream, but you did notice me, but I'm still sorry. Oh no, don't be sorry. You're fine. So for a lot of people, sometimes I just hang around Discord, so I just kind of hang out when I need a break. So I'm very glad that there's a few familiar faces here who are still here. It is on YouTube. Oh, okay. All right. I will maybe have a look into that when I can, I guess. Let's see. What if you draw MHA characters traveling to another universe? Oh dear. Oh, the shenanigans. Yeah, I need to find myself practice, because literally speaking, I'm still need to draw like 4 videos in the future, like that would be possibly be releasing. I need to draw a villain Hawks, which I know what he looks like. I need to draw the Prom Night Lights boys for the 2nd edition, and I also need to draw, what else did I edit? Oh, Kaminari. It's an angsty Kaminari one, so they're all really sad. Anyway, will you be continuing the villain AU? I will be, actually. I still need to do Mirko, and I haven't done her yet, but I've done the 2nd part of Midoriya and Bakugo, and I was still writing the 2nd part for Todoroki. So, I'm going to see... I hope this doesn't crash on me. I'm loading up my Photoshop now. Can you draw Kiri or Shinso in a maid outfit? That's funny. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to change my window to that. And question, do you see Photoshop on screen? Because I just swapped it and I don't know if it's worked. Oh yes, I am continuing Seek's story. Literally, it's getting to the really, really good parts. But Seek's story runs across all the travelers' stories, so his story is in bits and pieces. It's basically, that's the whole point. It's a hide and seek kind of thing. You're gonna have to find him. That's what I like about it. And I'm sorry. Draw cursed MHA boys. I don't know if I can handle that. Oh, what gave me the idea for Ida's traveler's nickname being Treasure? I don't know. Well, actually, villain Ida is a broker, and brokers, like, you know, they what is it? They focus on exchange of currencies. So he actually is kind of the he's about economy. So basically he's just like he takes money to support like being a villain, but also pretending to be the head of a hero agency at the same time. So he's trying to do it that way. Like he's getting dirty money, I guess that's the way you say it, as a villain. So because of that kind of line of work that he is as a villain, he calls the blah 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 the traveler Treasure, and that's what that is. So that's my reasoning, I guess, behind it. Oh wow, I can't think straight. Does it say get started with Photoshop? Yes, so that's Photoshop. That's right here, right now. So I will, since people can see that now, I'm going to open a new big giant thing. Hey, square. Orchid. Could someone please explain who Seek is? Actually, can someone explain who Seek is? What if you draw concept sketches for the wedding walls like their outfits? I don't know yet. Because the whole story with Wedding Wars is that they're not actually having their weddings yet. They're actually planning. The whole idea that we came about with that is I'm going to skip this song. Can I skip this song? I'm sure I can. There we go. So the whole idea with Wedding Wars is that they're still shopping around, but they find themselves in the same store, and Bakugo just makes it a competition with Midoriya because they caught themselves on the same day, and it's kind of like, oh, well, we're gonna do our wedding like this and stuff. And I think people have brought the idea that they found out from their wedding planners, whoever their wedding planners would be, like a random NPC in a sense, that one idea was that they found that they were going to be wed on the same day. So the joke is that Bakugo decides, no, we're moving it a day ahead, or we're moving it a week ahead. We're getting wed before you. Meanwhile, Todoroki just stays out of it. Oh dear, I'm sorry. It's just the discussion we had the last time we were on a live stream about that. That was funny. The music kind of loud. I'm sorry, I was fixing that. Seek is like a guy who travels around universes and got to the hero AU, I think. Yeah, so currently, Seek... Where's my pen? Oh, there we go. So currently, Seek is in the I got distracted. Give me 1 minute. My phone's buzzing. My phone is buzzing. Give me a minute, people. I just need to answer this. It's an old friend of mine who's texted, and I just have to respond back. Although, it's funny though, I'm trying to do two things at once, and it's proving difficult. I've been suggested to write a Kiri Tetsu birthday special. I've also been, by the same person, suggested to write the birthday special as a 7 Minutes in Heaven birthday special. I'm going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm not being a great entertainer. Okay, I think I'm done. Alright. So, what have I missed? Have I tried animation? I have tried animation. But not as, I think for example, the animations I find on TikTok, I could never have the patience to do that kind of thing. I wish I could, but I can't. What's my favorite Pokemon? I liked Ninetales a long time ago. I only know the original Pokemon. I'm not very familiar with the newer ones. I'm sorry. But I really liked Ninetales and Arcanine. And I really is it Peony? No. What's the Rapidash? I really liked them. I'm the fire type. Wow, what does that say about me? Oh dear. I'm so sad my mum ordered grad photos. Oh, that's horrible. Well, I hope you get your money back for that, Belle. You're a wonderful entertainer. I was so quiet for a while. Thoughts on Todoroki as a maid? Stop giving me ideas! People, please stop giving me ideas. I need to figure out what I want to do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Big white screen! Excuse me, I was just clearing my throat. Let's see. What do I want? Where am I? Oh, my brushes! I have to load them again. Why do I have to do this? I want to import. I don't think you guys can see this happening on screen. You're just seeing a mouse just move around. But I'm actually gonna try and import brushes, which, to tell you the truth, I feel like I don't have them anymore. Oh boy, this is fun. Okay, just 1 minute while I'm figuring this out. You're just gonna see a mouse just move backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. But I don't know what to draw. There's so many things I'd love to draw. Okay, so that's one kind of brush. This is. Oh, I have to download brushes. Give me a minute. So the problem with this is that something happened with my Photoshop. I had to reinstall it again, but now that meant that I no longer have them. It was. Kyle's stuff. Anyone who's an artist in the chat, I just like to let you know that his brushes, Kyle T. Webster's brushes from Adobe, are amazing. I love them so much. They're just so nice. Where is his list of stuff? Oh, right. Actually, you're still on my Photoshop screen. Let me just change that so you can see what I'm looking at, because I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find... brushes. And, like, as an artist, his stuff, Kyle T. Webster's brushes from Adobe, are really nice. I really like them. Uh-oh. That's not what I want. What's this? What's this conversation happening that I don't know? Kirapika is now drowning in an indescribable pain. I've no idea what's going on. Alright. I'm writing those scenes for my stories and I start to think, what the hell got my life to this point? I have no idea what's happening. Oh, hi, kitten. It's so nice to see you. This is not the chat that I'm looking for. Where does the, what's happening? Okay, there we go. Have I thought about gender bending MHA characters? I haven't. Not necessarily, no. But if anything, I've thought of gender bending the girls. I've seen artwork of that. That's actually really good artwork. This is not the page I'm looking for. Here we are. Nope. Yes, no. No role plays, I'm sorry. No role plays in the chat. Alright, sign in. Oh dear. Okay, I have to sign in, but y'all can't see my sign in, so boop. When is there going to be a new Bakugo fanfic? When is there going to be a new Bakugo fanfic? I don't know. I know I've written a couple of things for him, but they're one-shots in a collection, so that's something that needs to be like edited, drawn, and all that. So that's a thing. But I know currently I have a Villain Hawks, a Kaminari, and the Prom Nightlights edition, which is Kaminari, Sero, Shinso, and Ida. I also have Villain Midoriya. I do have Villain Bakugo. I've got second gen fanfics. I have a Kirishima. I am currently writing a second Kirishima one, and also the Kirishima Tetsu Tetsu birthday one, so that's also a thing. Oh, actually, I finished another Midoriya one as well, so that's also a thing. But it focuses, the Midoriya one that I have focuses more on, like, has Seek in it too, so there we go. What the? The white box on Photoshop returns. Yeah, I know. I will get to you. I just don't have the brushes that I want so I can actually draw. I didn't know this was gonna happen. It's just because Photoshop just decided to not work with me, so I had to reinstall it. Ah! I'm sorry. That was me done for the day. Those new ASMRs sound like a lot of fun. They were fun. I just need a draw for them. And that's taking a while. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna swap it here so now y'all can see what I'm looking at. I hope y'all can see what I'm looking at. Why is this not working? This isn't working. Huh, interesting. 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 He's not letting me see that. Wow. Let's see what happens. Nope. You're still seeing black. I don't understand this. Why is this not working? Oh, look at that. So what if I did this? Huh, wow. It's not letting me show you guys. Oh well. I'm just gonna put it back onto the empty white screen of... That's not the that's where my brushes should go. Where's my Photoshop? There we go. I totally forgot I wanted to ask this, but does Aizawa's Traveler have a nickname in the Pro Hero or Villain AU? Right now they don't, actually. I realize this now. But I was planning for Aizawa's Traveler to be called Hun or Honey because it's Aizawa. Come on. What do you expect? Yee. You listened to crack karaoke with Kaminari last night. Oh, I still can't believe that's still there. I forgot about that. That's hilarious. It's so funny. Oh dear. I need to find out where. Let's Open. I don't want to do that. I want to add more brushes, because this is the only brush work I have to add, I think. Yes. Nope. You're just seeing my mouse flailing around a bit, but should be done soon. Yay! Wait, is this the right one? It should be. Because this should have... Yes, pencil using. Okay, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Now. I want... What do I want? I want brushes. I'm so excited to see the drawing. Yeah, I'm late. Did I miss anything? No, you haven't missed anything. When you can't watch the stream because you have to go to bed soon. Oh, I know. I start extremely late and I'm very, very sorry. Oh, it just can't... Oh, it's one problem after another. I really... I'm going to turn this off first. Alright. And we're back. We're gonna try this again. And we're back to black. Let's see. I wonder, can I do like a... Maybe not a window capture, but can I just get the screen? I think that'll help. A display capture. Yay! That's what I wanted. Yes! Okay, let's try this. Yay! Okay, we're back. Alright. Let's create new. And let's go to this. You finally made it to one of my live streams. Hi! Hi, nice to meet you. Why is this not working? Is something wrong with my tablet? This is what happens when Photoshop crashes and I have to reinstall stuff. Yep, something's wrong with my tablet. Come on. Oh good, it's reading it better now. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on here? Eggsy's broke, but now I gave up. I gave up on Eggsy. He's just gonna keep moving his mouth and do stuff. I want bacon pancakes in the morning, but I have to go to work. Oh, you're funny. Yes, I said hello to you. Hi. I noticed that. When you cut your hair, but then realize you now don't look like any one of the travelers. What? Oh dear. I would love to see your interpretation of Chamber from Marvel. Who's that? Let's see. Can I open a new window? Alright, let's try that and move the screen over here. There we go. Who's Chamber from Marvel? Who? What is this? I'm gonna look this up. I hope I don't... hope I don't, thingy. Jonathan... Oh. Oh, right, okay. Oh, jeez. That's pretty awesome, actually. Oh my god. Oh, my pronouns? Oh, I go by she and her. I'm okay with that. Oh. Oh dear. Wow. This is a really cool character design. I did not know this character existed. Damn. Why does he give me Endeavor vibes? Okay, he does because of the flames, but look how cool he looks. Missing parts of his chest and jaw because of when his mutation came along, blowing them off with psionic energy. Oh. Wow. No, that's really cool character, like, that's a really cool character design. I really like that. That's pretty, yeah, wow. Unless it involves audios, then I'll sleep. Sorry, sleep does not existeth. Excuse me. Alright, so let's get back to this at hand. I don't need a second layer. I don't know what I'm drawing yet, but here's the thing. I think if I find it, I did start to draw, like, now you can see all of the different artwork, like, in little bits and pieces that I have, and all of my very bad organization skills. Like, look at this. Let's see. Where did I put you? It must be in here. Kaminari. Where did I save you? Kaminari, where did I save you? I swear I must have saved you somewhere. Oh dear. I don't remember where, but again, the whole thing crashed and now it's wiped out my history, so now I don't know where I've saved Kaminari, because I did start drawing him. Oh, wait, no, because I wanted to be in a happy mood, so I went here, and I went here, here it is. I started, where is he? Here he is, there he is. So I started him, and I'm still not happy with it. I'm still not happy with this. I don't know why. So. Nerd, delinquent, or bounty hunter Robin Hood type character. I do not know. Maybe. I don't know. I like both. Anyway. Anyway. See, so this was my Kaminari sketch for Prom Night Lights that I started, and I'm still not happy with it. So, alright, you know what? Throw me a bone. Throw me anything to try and draw. And see if I can get some inspiration from it. Now, what did I use? Pencil Eugen? Yeah, I think I did. So, let's see. I think someone suggested to draw anything that'll help. I remember I entered the Discord call yesterday, but I had to go to school and I was sad. Oh, you're okay. You're fine. Everything's fine. Kaminari's just here. Hi, Kaminari. Let's see. What kind of mood am I? Oh. Wanna Travelers, that way you would see them. I think you did Cutie a while back, I'm not sure. I did do Cutie, but Cutie's changed since then. I actually have drawn them, but I've drawn them as like parents rather than as their pro-hero selves. So that's a thing. I don't know. Alright. So, what shenanigans shall we get ourselves into? Oh, okay. Let's see. There was something. I'm gonna open this. It's on the desktop somewhere. So, if Belle is still in this chat, they were the ones who suggested a, what do you call it? They were the ones who just blah 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 suggested a Hunger Games simulation. And we went and had a lot of fun doing that on Discord. There's a situation in here that I actually would like to draw. It's so terrible though. That's the problem. I would like the campfire idea because of this whole Hunger Games situation, because there has been a few times where, you know, a couple of characters are either sitting around a campfire talking stories and stuff in the simulation, so that's kind of funny. But if you're okay with me saying this, Belle, out on this stream, I just feel like, where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Day 4 of this simulation literally says, oh my god, Katsuki Bakugo throws a knife into Twinkle Toy's hand. I laughed so hard. They were on the same team too, and this happened. I was like, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then that same day, on night 4, literally, Cutie begs for Izuku Midoriya to kill them. He reluctantly obliges and kills Cutie. And I'm like, they're on the same team too! What? Midoriya just did a mercy kill on Cutie, but Katsuki backstabbed Twinkle Toes? It's like, I don't understand this simulation. Why did this happen? Excuse me. Oh, I know, it's horrible, but it's come to a point where I'm like, oh, that's an interesting like screenshot if that was animated, like MHA Hunger Games style. Oh my god. And yes, love, as in Todoroki's Traveler Love, kept dying. Here it is, same night. Love dies from hypothermia. Every time we made a simulation, Love constantly dies from hypothermia. We don't know why. The simulation just did that. I'm sorry, I just find it so funny because it was so much fun like a couple of days ago when we were doing this. It's like hilarious. It was so hilarious. Oh my god. Like, I know it's sad, it really is, but like for a while I'm like, oh, what happens if that does, oh no. Which one should I do first? Wait a minute, what does he do again? Ah, he throws it. Okay. Love keeps freezing? Yeah, Love kept freezing all the time. And I was like, oh no, that's so sad. I think in the very next game, Todoroki pushed Love off of a cliff. Oh my god. Yes, that's what happened. Excuse me. Nature just loves pulling jokes. Yeah. So Todoroki pushed Love off of a cliff after a knife fight or a fist fight or something. I was like, oh no. And the funny thing is, they're the 3 currently in this universe on the channel that are engaged. Oh god, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Come on, Todoroki. I know. It's so sad. It's so sad. I don't understand why. But it has. It's happened. Have you ever had an issue drawing hands? Oh. Yes and no. Like, I always have to look at a mirror to see what my hand looks like to draw it. But not so much. So, let's see. Let's see. How am I gonna... Cause it's funny though, because I see it like it's an anime, you know, like it's a screenshot in an anime, like, you know, when you pause it and you screenshot that and it's like, that's the scene, the moment. I kind of see it like that. Don't understand why my mind went there. My dude said, hey, see that clip? Let me give you a closer look. Oh. And campfire would be a great idea. Actually, what is it? With the was anyone just sitting at a campfire during this round or this simulation? I probably didn't. Oh no, wait. These are all the deaths, so of course we don't see anyone doing that. Yeah. Oh my god. Love just chucks the engagement ring back up the cliff like, take it, jerk. Oh, I'm sorry, that's so funny. It's so sad and it's so funny at the same time. Oh dear. Let's see. I'm so out of drawing. I don't know what to do. I wouldn't blame Love for doing it either. They deserve better if Todoroki gonna chuck them off a cliff, to be honest. Wait, when did Todoroki propose to Love? Did I skip that video or something? Oh. If people can link the video promises, that's the video. It's his birthday video. Yeah, Todoroki did it on his birthday. He did it on his birthday. Bakugo as a wolf, perhaps. Actually, so I am writing fantasy AU versions of Bakugo, Todoroki, and Shinso, but Midoriya also has one. It's just a different universe. And in that universe, Bakugo's a werewolf. So, my animation program wants to kill me the same way Todoroki wanted to kill my love off a cliff. Oh, god damn. Easier to remember their anniversary. That's also a fact. Why do I draw chins like that? So out of practice. So out of practice. Anyhow, if anyone wants to know what I'm doing now, I am drawing Bakugo. Drawing Hunger Games Bakugo, by the way. I don't know how well I can do this because I'm gonna try and do it without being too critical about myself. At least I'm trying. This is the hardest part with art because I'm gonna be so critical, and you know, it's the whole idea of like, you know, you want to make it look right, you want to make it like perfect in a way, but if you do that, you're gonna focus too much on those details, and you know, it's like right now his eye looks too big for his head, or you know, I just realized I drew all of this on the one layer, but it's like, nope, just move on, just get back into basics again, get back to how you used to draw him. So yeah, as a pre-warning, I'm drawing Katsuki Bakugo as if he's in the Hunger Games, because now that I've just brought that up, I just felt like, oh, maybe I should draw that. Before he stabbed Twinkle Toes in the frame. Yes. Oh, I just read that. You recorded a few other simulations, and I ended up winning the first one with 5. Oh dear, my characters. Ooh, no. Alright, so let's see. Don't be a perfectionist. Just draw. Just see where this takes you, and if you can change it, you will. Because you've been out of it for 2.5 months! I don't know how you're doing so good right now. I would toss my device. Oh, trust me. Look at this. So this was me with Kaminari before, just to give context. Just chillin'? Yep. Just to give context. So this is my attempt at Kaminari before, and I just didn't want to do him anymore because I felt like I didn't know what to do with him. So now I'm just trying to do this without thinking, and I thought this will help. What's happening? Can you do Haikyuu or Jujutsu Kaisen content? I would love to continue Jujutsu Kaisen because I did start Jujutsu Kaisen content actually, and I did do Haikyuu at least last year, and I just haven't gone back to that. So hopefully I can get back to that. Wow, my sketch lines are horrible. Last thing Twinkle Toes sees. I know. Why do I do this? This is not right. His nose isn't right. See, this is what happens with the perfectionist part of me. It's like I end up, you know, just focusing too much on details when it's like, nope, move on. You need to move on. Move on. Like, I don't like how this looks. But if I'm gonna focus on it, I need to just be quick about it, then move on. In a way, this is how I actually try to get out of ruts, because then it's like, because I could spend hours on a sketch and not get to doing any of the color or whatnot because I've put so much focus on it, and which is fine, but it's, for me, it's like, I need to get this like done in quick enough for me to then know, okay, now what's the next step? Like, the nose looked wrong, I noticed, so I'm gonna fix that. You ended up killing Major Chisaki Morange, Love and Twinkle Toes? Oh my god, why? Can't wait to see the Hunger Games adaptations of Little Baby Boy, Mr. Superior Complex, and Peppermint. Is it possible to request stories for you to read? So you could suggest stuff, but then it depends on who, the author, like the writer themselves. Like for example, if you're gonna suggest a story written by someone else, I'd have to reach out to them. I have to see if they're okay with it, and you know, all of that. So that's also a thing. The eyes is perfection. So far, I don't think so, but so far they are. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna take so long. I almost swore. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Meh. Anyway, I also drew all this on the one layer, so I'm gonna have to do that from here on. Maybe not the hair, because Bakugo's hair has always been an issue for me. The word rut makes the fanfiction veterans wince just slightly. I know it does. I understand the concept and the reasons why. It's also the word that I use because it's like, well, I'm stuck. Because I don't know. That's what it is. Let's see. That looks a bit better. It's not so close together. This is beautiful. Oh, thank you. I hope I do Bakugo some justice. I wonder what weapon Bakugo would use in the Hunger Games. Yeah, like we would consider that they have no quirks in this kind of situation. So they're human like everyone else. I mean, they are human. It's just they don't have quirks. Quirks do not exist in this universe. We all know that. Okay, so it's just a big angry speech bubble, honestly. So does Denki have a choking kink, or he just likes wearing choke? Oh my gosh. Alright, so how am I gonna do his hair? His hair has always been a problem for me. That doesn't work. Okay. His hair's always been a problem for me. Don't judge me. Or, you know, you can judge me if you want, but meh. So what's this? He uses bare hands to bash your skull in. Oh, no. Do I have any tips for drawing certain things? Example, hands, eyes. Well, for me, eyes took a while. You do grow your own style with how you draw eyes, but seeing how I had to move this one eye away from the other, it's good to have a good certain distance between their eyes, like here. So if am I on it? No. Let me put a new layer. So the whole trick with eyes is that what I've learned is that the distance here in the middle has to equal close to the distance to how big the eye is. So that way you can tell the distance between them both. I'd say like the distance from this point to this point on Bakugo, for example, is the distance that has to be in the middle here before you have the same distance over here, you know? That's your eye shape. That's the placement of eyes, at least. If we're gonna do hands, let's just do hands. You know what? Because his hair is being an issue. I don't know how I'm gonna make him hold a knife, but he is right-handed. Yeah, he's right-handed. He's right-handed? Bakugo's right-handed, right? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's right-handed. Anyway, so let's see. Hands. I want him to hold the knife like he's about to throw it. So, okay, I've got an idea. The only way I know where his hand placement's gonna be is if I have to draw the rest of his body. So I'm gonna make a new layer underneath all this and roughly do body. Now his head's low, so his head's low, that means the neck is low. Like, let's say here, there. No, wait, I'm wrong. He threw the knife, so maybe have it where the knife is flying in midair. Maybe? I was actually gonna draw him like he's about to throw it. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I can't do action movements very well. So, if he's gonna do that, then he's... His nose is throwing me off now. This is what happens because once you get to finding positions where they're standing, you realize some of the positions that you've drawn are a bit off. So you come back and you fix it. Because I do that all the time. So let's say roughly it's like that. Roughly that's his nose. Ow, my foot! I'm sorry. Kills love interest after argument 2021 colorized. Oh dear. I feel like he has ambidextrous just to one-up people with his double-wielding abilities. Okay. So, let's see if I can get his body to work. Because I'd say like that, and let's roughly put his shoulders here. Because if his shoulders here, because I want him to have his hand lifted up there. So let's say like, I'm just gonna do blocks because I usually work in shapes when I do bodies, and then I can change the size of them if I have to. So his hand's here, which means his arm is like this, and that's the rest of his arm there. So basically, excuse me, basically that's the placement of his hand. Now that I have that, I'm going to do that and draw him hold the knife. And I feel like if I'm so sorry that I'm going through my own like thought processes while doing this, it's just that it helps me think. I talk aloud. That's how strange I am. So I know that if you're gonna do a drawing of Todoroki, you gotta make it a reaction of that one scene from The Lion King where Scar says the funny "Long live the king" quote. No! Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's actually really funny. It's sad and funny. My opinion about hands. So this is my teaching layer. The hand has to be, let's see, the size of one's head. Because like a good example is when you put your hand to your face from the chin up, you notice that your whole hand should cover your entire face. So his hand should be the size of his face. Nothing bigger, nothing smaller. So I want him to hold the knife like if this is his wrist area. He's now I'm actually looking at my hand because now I can see exactly how it looks. So this is just a rough sketch of what I'm seeing of holding a knife. Let's see. This wouldn't be holding a knife, but you know, holding something in one's hand. So he'd have the... Poo. So if he's doing that, because don't ever suggest to do this at home. Don't ever like play with actual knives. I'm just going to say this now. It's just that I understand that when you throw a knife at at a target, you hold the blade in your hand. So then when you swing it, the hilt is the piece that kind of gives the weight to it. So that's a thing. I don't think that's the best. So what I'm doing right now, I don't think that's the best hand for it, but right now it's just a good placeholder for where the thing's gonna be. So, yay. Let's not be perfectionist. I'm trying not to be. How long do you think Mr. Krabs would last in the Hunger Games? Oh dear. Like even right now that wrist is too tiny. You know, I will eventually give up on this. I don't know, but right now it's just good practice for me. Okay, I can get rid of that layer now. Let's get back to his hair because his hair is incomplete. I drew better hair on him than this. Ah, dear. Like, literally, I think the best hair I've drawn Bakugo in is in his curing headaches video. Like, I feel like that's the best hair I've given him. Because I know his hair's extremely spiky and everything, but I feel like as he grows older with age, it kind of mellows out a bit. All of that stuff. Point of view, you're about to get game ended by that one dude with the weird hair. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Okay. It actually, that's the thing. I think these are more like point of view images now that I think of it, because if I drew Midoriya and that scene with Cutie, basically it's gonna be like you're looking up at him and he's got the knife in his hand and he just looks like he's so guilt-ridden when he's gonna do it. I feel so bad for him. Why do I think that? I don't know. Oh gosh. I'm sure I can do better than this, but right now I just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Fix it later. We fix it later. I can draw better hair, but it takes so long because I do not have that innate talent to draw his hair properly. That's what happens. And hello to any new people who have joined in. I'm sure I can draw better than that. Right now, stop thinking about perfection. Who knows, I might want to draw more fluffy stuff after this because, literally. I'm sorry, that's just funny, I just saw. Is anyone else still looking at their hand compared to their face, or is it just me? I realize I've done something wrong. His ear's too small, but like, I drew his face this way, so that's also a problem. This is why shapes are extremely important when you're drawing, because then you can determine... In a way, you determine your own style based on what shapes you use for like different faces and different body types and stuff like that. So like right now looks like I'm line arting it because it's like, well, if I do that then I can see it properly. It's not going to be it doesn't feel like an I guess it doesn't feel like a incomplete sketch to me. It feels a little more real to me. So your hand is usually the size of your face. I put my hand up to my face. Well, usually. Fluffy villain Bakugo after he broke our back, literally. Oh, that is so cute and sweet when I think of it, even though he's a villain. Because even though I wrote him as a villain, I feel like he's the kind of guy that still, like, he still questions what he does. And that's what the villain AU, like, Bakugo's villain AU, at least in my channel's like. He still questions why he does this stuff. You know? Still questions it. Which is why in the more recent one, in the more recent chapter of his that I've yet to record, I finished writing it though, is that you get an idea why he questions it. So why did I do that? This just feels so wrong because his head looks so big compared to the rest of his chin. So it's just, why did I do that? It's so cute and sweet. Let's just pretend that he didn't break my freaking spinal cord. Yeah, he's so adored. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not the message I want to send on that. It really isn't. Okay, well that's his head. I'm not happy with how so let's put another teaching layer. So I'm not happy of how it tapers like this so much. It's like he's got a bigger head than the rest of it's like he's got a bigger head than the rest of his chin. And I feel like the perspective of that is a little off. But seeing as I'm trying to get back into the swing of it, it's the best I can do right now. Oh, are people talking about cosplays now? Oh dear. What have I done? What have I done? I wonder if I could fix it like this. Oops, that's not what I want. Ooh, that fixes it a bit. This fixes it a lot. This fixes it a lot. Let's see, let's just look at the difference. Yeah, that fixes it a lot. Now he looks like praise from proportion. Excuse me. Still very small. That's a bit better. That's a lot better. Maybe just like there. What have I done? What have I done? I can't believe I'm doing this. Question, did I just pop out and pop back in again? What just happened? Is it just me, or do we question how long it's gonna get? What? I keep, huh? Now that we're talking about villain Bakugo, should this be villain Bakugo now? Oh man! Oh man! Alright. Because I'm really liking this. Like, okay, wait a bit. I'm so sorry, but I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that. Gosh, things just change way too quickly. Oh my god. Like, why? Oh my god, it's gonna be villain Bakugo, isn't it? Oh my god, it's villain Bakugo. This is villain Bakugo. I don't understand why, but it's villain Bakugo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone. Why? Why do I do this to myself? I don't understand. All the Bakugo Sims join Mayday in circling Bakugo's face. I really like that. Yes, so this is what happened. I really like that. I don't understand why. Why do I do this to myself? Well, if it's helping me getting some of the creativity out. Because this could, okay, this is Bakugo. Well, this is the Bakugo in the channel's universe Bakugo. Let's all say that. Is it just me, or does he look like he has an undercut? Yes, he has an undercut. He has an undercut. But there's like I mentioned in my Discord chat a couple of days ago that I've written a one-shot. I've not released the entire collection of one-shots, but I've released certain characters of that one-shot. And you can only imagine it's called When You Walk In on Him. And I just can't believe I did that. So now I don't know whether this is for that one-shot or if it's Villain Bakugo. For whoever's still in the chat, should this be Pro Hero AU Bakugo for the one-shot When You Walk In on Him, or Villain AU Bakugo? When we what? Well, I got one vote for Villain Bakugo, which I don't mind, because I've been need to draw Villain Bakugo. Villain. Nah, villain. Villain. Okay, it's villain. It's the villain. Alright. I need to extend the canvas, because what I end up doing is I start off with a square, and if I need to extend more, I give them more. With the slanted eyes villain. I wonder if his mouth should be different though. Let's see. What if Villain Bakugo broke our backs? I wouldn't mind. Oh dear. I like that. Okay, earlier it was this though. Let's leave it at that for now. What is he doing? Sitting on his throne, I guess. Superiority complex. Should he be sitting? No, I don't think he'd be sitting. I think he should have a smirk on his face. What y'all think? Should he have a smirk on his face? Or should he just be unimpressed? So it looks like a yes to a smirk. I just came back from Tim and the broken back comments concern me. Everyone's talking about Villain Bakugo in the more recent one that I've yet to record, but I had a dry read of, and I've released it on Wattpad so people could have a read of it. So, that's not a right smirk. Man, he smirks better than that. Like that. Yeah. That's how he smirks. Look at that. Look at the cutie. I shouldn't call him that, no. One works better if he's on his throne because of the chapter, but the smirk might be fun though. He's just been extremely... Actually, see, his villain self has been extremely unimpressed. I don't think he's ever smirked yet. So, like, we went back to... the unimpressed look, that seems more like him right now. Like, because the way I see it with villain AU Bakugo, if you see him smirk, it's because he was extremely impressed, but he would never show that to anybody. That's the thing. He's just a very unimpressed man. Now that I think of it. My only question is, why must he hurt this person that he kind of still shows he has some sort of care for? Get the holy water for the glacier. Amari, I do have an answer to that actually. Think of it that it's been, so the way the villain AU works is that ever since graduation, the world flipped on its head and all the pro heroes who were training to be pro heroes suddenly became villains. They just turned into a different way of life. So what happens is that Bakugo's kind of grown this reputation as this tyrannical commander. Like, he's known as a commander of his own army, of his own militia. He's taken over a part of Musatafo as part of his own territory, and that's what he looks after. So it's because of his reputation to keep up to his lackeys. Exactly, that's what I was saying. He's built a reputation not only because of his army, even though his army's like broken, because he breaks them before he enlists them, is that he also has a reputation to uphold to others. So that could be to Midoriya and Todoroki and everyone who's turned to villainy. So that, because he's found, in a way, Twinkle Toes, but in this world it's Sweetheart, he has to keep that facade up, but he keeps hurting the person he cares for to do that. So that's where his character is like in the villain AU. Is like he's deciding whether, like, what's right, what's wrong, what do I have to do to keep them safe, but to keep up this reputation he's built. So it's kind of like that. That's his flaw as a character, as a villain, in a way. Excuse me. Do you have Genshin Impact, or does anyone here? I do have Genshin Impact. I just haven't played it in a long time, actually. He would be semi-impressed with what they did in the next part of the villain AU. I say he would be. He'd be semi-impressed by it. He'd be semi-impressed by what Sweetheart was capable of doing. It's just, I think, if people have read the next part of his villain AU story, he was not impressed by the fact, the reason why Sweetheart, as in Twinkle Toes' counterpart in this AU, Sweetheart, was put in a situation that they were in. Seems coincidentally familiar. Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Just chillin'. I hope someone understands my reference to 2020, 2021. I hope so too, because part of me is like, wait, what? I finally figured out what AU stands for. Oh, okay. No worries about that. That's cool. He can't show his soft side. Yes. I love you. Breaks back. I love you so much. Proceeds to breaks back. Oh. So much angst with him trying to gain Sweetheart's forgiveness, yet they're just so hurt by him. Exactly. That's the whole point of his story in the villain AU, is that he's trying to be the person he was without leaking that to anyone else outside, or else, you know, it's to him, like, in reality, it's not a sign of weakness, but to him, he sees that as a sign of weakness, and that's a sign of weakness that can be exploited by, you guessed it, Midoriya. So he's like trying to keep that in, like, you know, under wraps and not show that to anybody. So that's Bakugo, and that's his angst. Yeah. I know someone just said you should fear the Bakukinis, but I'm terrified of this man, even as a Bakukini. Yeah. I appreciate, like, canonically, I appreciate Bakugo's, like, character development, because I think someone's written this quite well. Bakugo was actually the embodiment of toxic masculinity. As a kid, like, you know, the way he treated people, he treated Deku and all that. Like he was a person, like a man, a boy, who was revered by society because of his quirk, because everyone thought, oh wow, you would make a great hero, oh wow, you could do this, you could do that, and he's been fed that throughout his entire life. And because he's been fed that, it's given him the idea and the story that, you know, he's gonna be great and nothing's gonna stop him. But he took that as a form of arrogance. So yeah, he's the embodiment of toxic masculinity when he was a kid, and then throughout his, like, the year or two in UA, his character development just skyrocketed. It was amazing, and I really love that. So that's what I really like about Bakugo, personally. I'm referencing to the world turned on its head and everyone who worked so hard to be heroes turned to villains, and I took that as 2020 to 2021. Oh, right, okay, never mind, yeah. He's just helping them with their back flexibility. It's just a very strong but no, that's horrible. That's horrible. He was something that we can call him, but most, if not all of them, would not be very PG. Yeah, this is true. That makes so much sense. Bakugo's only weakness is broccoli. Is Midoriya. Well, Midoriya is the embodiment of someone who is great and who actually, okay, I don't know if anyone's caught up with the most recent chapter with whatever's happening, because it's really turned a tide, but, like, Midoriya's, like, upbringing, he's always wanted to be a hero for the right reasons, and that's probably what Bakugo, in a sense, hated, because Bakugo is like, I'm just a great person because everyone told him, wow, your quirk is so good and great and everything, you're gonna be, like, amazing, you know? So he was only told because he has a quirk that was, like, amazing to everyone in society, that he was just gonna be good. But he didn't have that motivation. Like, his motivation was his arrogance, which is the wrong place, and he's learnt that. And Midoriya, on the other hand, his motivation to become a hero was in the right place. Like, wants to be a hero for the right reasons. So maybe that's why. I just imagine Sweetheart saying, I hate you. Gastoning his way around town. I'm about to end this man's career. Yeah, that's true. I saw what is going to happen in the next episode, and the scene I saw in the preview hurt me because I know what's going to happen. Oh, of course, we know. The thing is, if you don't listen to your videos in order, if you don't, you're lost. I know it happened way too often for me. No, it's true. My videos I'm really not continuing on with this because I'm actually admiring the fact that, wow, I drew this and I'm happy with it. But, like, my videos are a little out of sync, and for good reason. There's a reason why my videos are like that, because it's kind of a theme that I play around with. But if you go to the, I guess, their timeline playlists for the Pro Hero AU, they're all in order. So I may not release them in order, like, this is the next step, this is the next step, this is the next step, because I could just jump backwards and forwards with a few ideas. But you go to the playlist and they should all be in chronological order from the playlist. I don't know, Midoriya is just too whiny for me to really care. Yeah, that's true. That's a flaw of Midoriya's. He's whiny. What am I gonna do with his... Why do I feel like his shoulders are a little too small? Small? Maybe this side is. Anyway. Anywho. How did I draw him? He was very militant. I originally had him in a hat. Maybe not. Nah. Let's skip the hat. Whenever there is a new part in the timeline, I re-listen to the entire timeline. Oh dear, I'm sorry if I put you through that. Think about it. He works so hard to be a hero, and he keeps being pushed down. If you're talking about Midoriya, yes, that's true. Sweetheart decked out in a full body cast and watch Bakugo act all sweet afterwards. Oh dear, can I have a link to Le Story? No. I love re-listening, it gives me a refresh. Bro, those shoulders look like shoulder pads for football. Yeah, I know they do. Shush. I'm trying to figure out what his arms are doing. That's what's going wrong. That's what's happening here. I just got so distracted talking about it with you guys, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. Nope. I know this was the arm that I was going to do for Hunger Games, but... His shoulders are uneven. They are. They're like they're kind of going in this slightly diagonal thing, but it depends on perspective. It also depends on what pose I want him to be in. I'm trying to figure that out now. Hot take. I want, after all of this that's going on currently after it ends, I want someone who doesn't have any powers to start a revolution against the hero society. Oh. I want someone who doesn't have any powers to start a revolution. Do you know what that sounds like? It sounds like Korra. Sounds like the last Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's Korra's story, because the whole idea is that people who don't have bending powers end up doing causing a revolution against those who are benders. So it feels that way now, doesn't it? Don't you love having people spoil it for you when you haven't read it? Oh, it's fine. I don't think I've said anything. Well, I know I haven't said anything. I don't know what anyone's said, though. I end up re-listening to the entire timeline whenever a new part comes out, especially when it comes to Sero's story, which I'm still a sucker for. I'm still writing a few entries for Tesoro, actually. I did a dry read. It's a half-done story of Tesoro, good fences make good neighbors, because Tesoro discovers who Sero's neighbors are. You're doing good. I'd be lucky if I was able to successfully draw the outline. Oh dear. Other side. Oh yeah. Their goal would be to prove powerless people aren't useless like everyone thinks they are. Why do I love the fist resting on face thing? It honestly makes sense for where he is sitting. Yeah, I like this pose, actually. I might change the hand, because the hand does not look like that when you're resting on it, but it's something like that. Love the leaning on the arm of his throne. Me and my homies simping and holding grudges on Villain Bakugo. I just keep having flashbacks to when Villain Bakugo left his coat in that room, now that we bring up Softy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. His way, like that's basically what happened in the first one, in the very first Villain AU. Like, he does torture them a bit and everything. But he leaves his coat behind. He doesn't mind about the coat at all. So yeah. Bakugo's a very complex man. He can be a dick, and is trying not to be a dick. Well, in a way. But, you know, he's still a dick. I loved that moment. Wait, wasn't his neighbor Rainmaker's partner? Yes, his neighbors are Soul and Rainmaker. Soul and Rainmaker actually live together. But in Sero's babysitting duty video, I'm trying to figure out his hand. I might have to redraw his hand. But in Sero's babysitting video, Soul greeted him by the door. Hey mate. Hey mate. Even though he burned us, but who have I forgotten the name on? Also, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, I've been on my Switch, so like, what is the story called? The only thing I remember is the Winter Ball. Love your content. Definition of a love-hate relationship. Wait, Luna, what exactly are you talking about? Are you asking for the video that we're talking about villain Bakugo? Is that it? Alright. So, his hand would be like that. Yeah, I'm actually looking at myself in the mirror doing this. Like that, and that's his thumb, and he would do this. Okay, should have done this on a new layer. There we go. Lay the arm down on the other side. Alright. That looks semi-decent. I will fix this. So this bit I will fix. That did not do anything. This bit I will fix this later. I just need to find placement for it so I know exactly where everything sits. But Sol and Raymaker live together. Oh my god, they were roommates. Oh dear. You don't know how hard I had to repress the Zero simp in me watching his timeline. Aww, I really do like Zero's timeline. It's fun. When are you going to release the villain Bakugo video? I still need to record it. And also, like I mentioned earlier in this stream, I still need to record Mirko's villain. Not record, sorry. I still need to write Mirko's villain entry. Unfortunately, hers won't be as long of a read or I guess a record than most of them, but hopefully I get around to doing that. I missed the video of Bakugo taking Kuboko's to prom after she got dumped by the mean ex. Oh, I actually do want to rewrite, like I want to write an entry about that because I am kind of going backwards in Bakugo's Pro Hero AU when he first meets Twinkle Toes and the kind of relationships, friendship that they had while they are still with this management student. So that's a thing too. I never knew I was a Kaminari simp until I listened to his timeline. Oh, Kaminari! Yeah, Kaminari's a sweetheart. I think he's a sweetheart. I've already imagined his second gen kind of universe already. I don't know why, but I had. I can't get rid of you. I don't need you anymore. Let's see. What layer is this? Oh, it's a new layer. Okay, cool. So. No, but yeah, Kaminari is sweetheart. And I've already imagined what his second gen universe is like. He gets 3 kids. That's all I'll say. Excuse me. Oh, hi Sophia. Hello. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing okay. Or do I have to extend it? I have to extend it. There we go. What's this? Hope you are doing good. Many this, or just laying down with the other arm. I'm trying to help. Or maybe this, or trying to lie. Oh no, so the other arm I think is on the throne, but he's leaning on this one. And you know what's funny now that I give it? Well, it's not much of a throne. It was more like, I guess it is a throne. It's basically where he's sitting in the second villain AU. It's basically where he's sitting, where he overlooks the pit, as in like the gladiator pit that he has. But what's funny is that Kirishima kind of has a similar thing. But Kirishima has it in like the dumps somewhere. He doesn't have it in a sports arena. I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. Kirishima is more down and dirty, whereas Bakugo is very much like, I want to keep things as controlled as possible. I don't know. Something like that. It's weird. It's weird. Kaminari's timeline is like comfort and fluff for the most part, except for one chapter. Wait, hold on. 3 kids. Yes, he gets 3 kids. When you thought you were a sip, but then you found Mayday's channel. Aww. I don't mean to. I kinda do, but I just have fun doing it. That's why I have fun with this. And yes, this does not look like a proper arm yet, but I just need to know where everything gets put, because then I can't draw the rest of his body. What have I missed? What episode do I need to watch to catch up, y'all? I haven't watched MHA in a while. Oh damn, that's even cooler with a throne. I'm about to go to sleep, but I wanted to drop in and wish you all good night. Oh, alright. Good night. Boys love their fancy chairs. It's a throne. I'm still so excited for Haunting Sour Notes. Me too. I finished editing that. That's why I still need to draw something for it, and it can be released after it's done. But I've got caught up with Villain Bakugo, which is great because now I have something for Villain Bakugo when I get him edited and done. Yay! Alright. Again, this is just... Don't mind if it's weird anatomy right now. I just need to know where he's gonna get put. Why does it look weird to me? It looks weird to me. Why does this look weird to me? Why does this look weird to me? Oh, in Photoshop, or otherwise I think in Procreate. I don't know if Procreate does the same thing. Transform's your friend. Transform is a friend. I just thought of him holding a golden cup of wine or blood. What the heck, bro? A little too fancy. I don't think Bakugo's like that. And if he were like that, it would be a totally different universe altogether, I think. Oh, personally. That's what I personally think. Kirishima is the very manly, but in the villain AU, he's the scary manly guy you're somehow not scared of. You're literally taking notes and asking questions about death. Oh dear. Depends on your mindset, otherwise it doesn't look weird. Excuse me. I'm both excited and sad because it's kind of sad and the angst, yes. Making Sero the kingpin, didn't realize expect that like tape guy is the kingpin of crime. Yeah. Oh, didn't really expect that. Oh yeah. So the kingpin, I think a lot of people have caught on that Sero and Tesoro's relationship is very similar to the relationship between Spider-Man and Black Cat in the Marvel comic books, because you know, everyone knows that Sarah's basically the My Hero Academia Spider-Man. So, the Kingpin is one of the bad guys in the Spider-Man universe, and he's basically, well, the Kingpin's like the big guy who's a crime syndicate boss and everything. So I figured, hey, you know what? That kind of makes a lot of sense. I think Sarah would be like that in the AU because, you know, I'm drawing parallels like a lot. So, Sarah is like one of the intelligent ones, like doing business undercover and everything. And the whole idea how this works is because canonically in My Hero, Sarah and Todoroki, I think in the manga, Sarah and Todoroki do have a friendship. Maybe not as famous or not as well known as, like, you know, the three, which is Bakugo, Midoriya, and Todoroki, with their weird friendship going around. But Sero does have a friendship with Todoroki. So in the villain AU, Sero does his backwards, like, you know, the business and everything with Yakuza and all that. And Todoroki, well, he's actually like a villain running a hero agency, and no one knows he's a villain. Well, no one in the general public knows he's a villain, but he and Sero work together business-wise. So it's kind of like, wow, that kind of fits if we're going to see canonically that they are good, close friends, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that works. So that's why I'm a bit happy that that works together. I'm thinking about something. I remember that at the end of the Kingpin they had someone in the back of the car. Was that Treasure from Ida's villain AU, since they woke up kidnapped? Ooh. You know, I did, okay, Belle, now that you brought that up, I actually did know who was, like, I already knew when I wrote it who was in the back of the car of Sero's car when they took them away from Aizawa. I know who it is, but everyone's trying to insinuate who it is and everything. It makes me change my mind so much who that person is, because it can be out of 3 people in the back of the car. It's out of 3 people at the back of the car. So I don't want to give it away, but I'm sure everyone's guessed 3 different travelers in the back of the car. And it could be any of them, really. Hunter calls him Roki, and to be honest, I live for it. Yeah. I'm drawing abs and they're bad, I know, but I just need to know the size of his torso so then I know exactly how to draw the rest of him. Well, I'm gonna zoom this out. Okay. So that arm looks a little small, perspective-wise. I'm gonna see if I can shift him up a bit. Okay. So is that the sketchy? That's the sketchy. Good. Okay, I'm still tired and I just finished a cup of coffee. Oh dear. I came back and this, and so when I see Yoga, I shall sleep now. The theory's running around in my mind right now. I know. But you see, the more you get me to talk, probably the more I will slip up on something. Who knows? I'm sorry, I know this looks weird, but I just need to do just basic shapes so I know exactly. I feel like he needs to slump. This is what looks wrong. He needs to slump. He needs to slouch. I just haven't got him into a slouching position. I need him to slouch. How am I gonna make him slouch? Oh, okay. No, I need to do this. I need longer leg room. Whee! Also, those abs looks beautiful. Well, we're not gonna see them. Oh, we might see them. No, we will see them. He's actually topless. I'm sorry. I feel like they call each other Flex and Roki, or Scotch and Roki, like an call back to their high school days. I'm on my whiteboard right now. Don't do this to me, May. I need to know. What do you need to know? Belle has another theory. Okay, so I need him to... Oh shoot, I don't know how he's sitting. He should be slouching. perspective just looks very, not wrong, but off. Alright, so if I got his, that's his knee. Let's do this for now. This is when I normally would look up, like, at this point I would normally look up, what do you call it? What do I do? I normally look up, like, references, because at this point I'm like, how would one sit this way? But that would require me looking away from the screen and having to open another screen, and then I'd bore you guys, so I don't want to do that. So, is he gonna just slouch with his... or is he gonna put his leg up? I don't know. So if I, let's see, like, if he does this... leg's too long, but you know, I just need to know exactly what it looks like. Okay. I'm connecting dots in my mind and some things are making sense. In Todoroki's villain AU, when Sero and the other person brought in Traveler, was that Tesoro? Yes, actually, that was Tesoro. Or in that AU, they're known as Behinho. So maybe that's why the perspective's a bit off. Yeah, they're known as Behinho. For anyone who questions my art, that's fine too. I usually draw guys with long torsos and long legs. And that's because I grew up with clamp as references. A lot of references. Let's see, wait, I read that. I found one of your villain AU videos on Halloween and the rest is history. Yeah, that was a Halloween thing. And I still want to continue on with that. I don't think it's Darling, since in the beginning of the Kingpin, Darling and Tesoro had already had the altercation. Yeah. That's true. This is all true. We good with what you do, Mayday. Oh, thank you. So it's either Todoroki's, Aizawa's, or Ida's in the back of the car. Oh, people are theorizing now. Yummy legs. Yes, yummy legs. Well, it's not really. It's just so that I know exactly where his legs are gonna go. They're gonna be shaped differently, of course. But if that's the case, then that should be... This is... How is he sitting on this throne? I don't know. Because there's this version, or... Or he could just sit like that. I don't know where he's gonna sit. Does he sit cross-legged? Nah. I actually think he sits like this. He slouches! This dude slouches! Come on! Everyone jokes about how he walks. I think he slouches so much. Alright, what's happening? You draw people like they're 2D from gorillas, all legs. Yeah, well. The connections. He gonna be doing Gojo leg spread when he sits. Yeah, I think that too. Your drawing is so good, getting better every day. Oh, okay, kitten. You have a good night. I don't feel like Bakugo is a very proper cross-leg guy. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think this is how he sits. Also, he just looks too straight. His body's too straight. He needs to slouch, but that requires crunching all of this down. I will fix that. The talk about the villain AU reminds me of how I found one of your older villain videos way back on Halloween, and that's how I found you. Oh, right, the older ones, yeah. The older ones were, of course, because I was getting into the rhythm of the channel, but now I've actually created like actual AUs to follow stories, so they're not part of the timeline, but they are still part of the channel. So if what's happening. I still think Kaminari is the UA trader in MHA. The problem is they've never really gone back to that. Part of me wished Horikoshi did. It would have been interesting to see. But I think there's much bigger stakes now. It's been pointed out. So let's see. I think we're gonna do that. Try to bubble you out a bit. Like, Bakugo seriously has Superman pecs. Like, literally. Alright. So. He's too straight. Make him gay. Wait, a posture? Oh, that makes sense. Oh, some of you are funny. Okay. It's like, if we're talking about perspective in this sense, his legs should be bigger. Like, the legs look like they're closer to, like, if this was a camera, you know what I mean? If you were pointing a camera down at him and taking a photo, his legs would be closer to screen. Literally, the one thing I should reference is how Shigaraki sits, because there's an image of Shigaraki in one of the My Hero Academia covers, and he sits, like, legs out, and the perspective of it was great. Horikoshi does great perspective, so I would have referenced that, so then I knew exactly what I'm doing, because, no, this is not what I wanted, because somehow this, I mean, the legs are getting in the way, really, of my perspective, but this is the point in my art where I'm like, I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I've done wrong somehow. So I'll go back where I came. What is weird about this? Is his head too big for his body? Maybe. Drawing Denki and my tablet died. I didn't even notice it was dying. Pondering on Pet in the villain AU. Wondering why in between me and you it sounded like they tried to leave Shinso. Oh, right. Wait, but there is evidence I have collected and I have theories on how they could pull it off with him if they came back to it. If we are talking about the trader, I think I am. Sorry for spelling. Okay, so, on Pet. So, when Seek enters Kitten's mind, well, really, when Kitten enters Seek's mind, and then Kitten finds the memory of, like, Pet, and I think villain Shinso ends up grabbing Pet and saying, what are you doing out here? You have to come back and everything. I don't think it's because Pet was leaving Shinso. I think Pet actually, like, here's the thing, for people who haven't seen or heard villain Shinso's story, Kitten, pro-hero traveler, is actually known as Pet. So that's the villain traveler. Not that they're villainous, they're just in the villain AU. And they are unfortunately mentally broken. So just to answer your question, Amari, the way I see it is that it's not that they deliberately left Shinso, they just absent-mindedly left. They just walked off. They weren't thinking about, like, they were leaving, they just decided to walk off. So that's what happened. And in villain Shinso just has this obligation to keep them safe, considering the very little information he got from Kaminari villain Kaminari, about the state of Pet. So that's how I would see it in that regard. Literally a mood. You're doing great. I think it's adorable. No, it's the legs. Yeah, it's the legs. The legs are throwing me off. I don't like it. I don't know why. I'm just gonna keep it like this until I figure out what's going on. His arm is also very small here. So even though I said I will fix this, I will. It's just sketchy. But yes. So what's this? I think it's adorable. Can someone please explain the villain Aizawa timeline so far? Like, was it a trap? I rewatched it like 3 times. Was it a trap for Traveler? I just can't draw now, it's so weird. But then, was Kitten from the hero AU meeting Shinso from the villain AU in CQ's mind? Okay, wait, maybe it's the head hair, it's not big enough to fit all his anger. Oh dear. May makes me have the motivation to draw now. Aww. Okay, so to answer the Aizawa question, it was a trap. It was a trap that started with Todoroki, Hawk. So basically Aizawa's Traveler works for Todoroki, which is the same in the Pro Hero AU. So if anyone's ever listened to the 7 Minutes in Heaven Aizawa video, the Traveler works for Endeavor's agency, and basically they're one of Endeavor's managers. So in the villain AU, they work for Todoroki because Todoroki's taken over Endeavor's agency. And Todoroki asked them to deliver a message somewhere to Endor Docks, which is, a place of contention at this point in time. So they do that, and the reason why it was a trap is because first, Todoroki's asked them to do a messenger's job. Secondly, they meet Hawks at the entrance to this place they were sending this message to, and Hawks lets them go. He doesn't do anything. They find that there's this school underground and everything. And then Aizawa reveals that the message they were sending was empty. The message was actually Todoroki sending Aizawa, this Traveler, to him. So that was it, basically. That's to answer your question on that. So, Kitten from the hero AU meeting Shinso from the villain AU in CQ's mind. Yes, it was. It was Kitten from the hero AU meeting Shinso. But Kitten was... Think of it that if it's a memory that CQ is aware of, because it's a memory whether it's in CQ's mind or whether it's a part, whether it's this otherworldly connection between Kitten and Pet because they are one and the same, is that Kitten is experiencing what Pet has gone through in that moment. So that's, I guess, the best way I could describe it. If we're talking about a UA trader, I'm thinking that it will be a side character that hasn't had much showtime. Well, it just seems a bit weird then, because then it's like, I don't know. It's not a very loved character. Oh, excuse me. That music when you said that was... I listened to that 7 Minutes in Heaven like 10 times and I never pieced that together. Oh, don't feel dumb. It's fine. I haven't felt like finishing my Denki drawing at all. I wanted to come here and vibe, so I decided why not try and finish it. Yay! Finishing! Not that I'm able to finish this one because the posture is annoying me so much. I love how May explains the plot of all the different characters in the AUs. I do, because as much as I would love to keep it under wraps because it's story, it's just that so many people are interested and want to know, and I can only give so much. I won't give away big giant things that happen, but I'll give away a little because I feel so much better explaining bits and pieces, so then you have the context of what the people are going through, because major events are going to happen where that ties in together, and then you'll have the context and you'll have the impact of that story, and I appreciate that so much. Wait, so villain Aizawa's Traveler was the freaking message like a gift or something? In a very twisted way from Todoroki? Yes. So timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff between Finn and Pet. Yes! Yes! I love that Doctor Who reference. I really, really do. It's very Doctor Who-like, yes. CQ is practically like the My Hero, in the sense, the My Hero Doctor Who. Literally, there's a fruits basket video. It was a passion project of mine. Fan fiction that I wanted to write. They're all one-shots. And the context is that there's this one traveler who actually makes connections with the entire Soma family. So everyone, I don't know, anyone here are Fruits Basket fans? Actually? What's my opinion on the theory that All for One is Izuku's father? I don't know about that. Like, it would have been a good theory considering Horikoshi's a Star Wars fan and all that, but now I don't think that's a thing. I don't know. It might not be. Up to opinion. We don't know what's happening yet. Oh, she got it. Hell yeah. Yes, I do. Gosh, I've totally lost focus from the stream. It looks good so far. The chat, on the other hand, I'm lost now. Yeah, we're just talking about different AUs. Everyone's asking questions. I don't even know if Eggsy's even been working in the last few minutes because I've just been talking so much. Like, I don't think he's moving a lot because the capture on this is not great. I still haven't watched Fruits Basket. Oh, okay. I'm not going to give away a lot. I'm just saying. Yes, I was happy listening to that one. Bro, me not knowing anything. It was confirmed. It's not, sadly. Oh, wait. Honestly, when I first listened to Villain Todoroki, I got a vibe that where Endeavor retired, Shoto injured his own father so badly that he couldn't be a hero anymore, or he bitten the dust. It's implied. I'm not going to let that one go. It's implied. Yeah. Hey, I love your videos so much. Thank you. I have MTI Industry. What is that? What? I just saw that. I saw that. What the hell? So I won't give away a lot of Fruits Basket because I don't know how many people have watched it or read it. But it's a huge passion project of mine because Fruits Basket is like one of my favorite animes and mangas I grew up reading and watching. I haven't watched the remake yet. It's just I haven't had the time. But because I've read the manga, I know what happens. I would just probably I appreciate watching Fruits Basket the remake because they're going to do the entire story. Whereas the first time it was ever released, I think in the 90s, it never finished because the manga wasn't up to speed yet and they had to finish it at one season. But it's a huge passion project of mine, and it's also an insight into Seek as well, because the reason why I brought on this is because of the whole Doctor Who thing. So Seek in My Hero can be considered like a Doctor Who character, but he's literally like Doctor Who overall because he's basically littered in every kind of fanfiction that I have. He's everywhere. There's reasons why he's everywhere, but that's gonna be like tidbits for something else in the future. But yeah, definitely a lot of that. Bakugo, is that Bakugo? I can hear it. Yes, Bakugo just came out a bit. Sorry. I saw that. May said, when you watch Fruits Basket in one night. Oh yeah, I've been working on a Fruits Basket one shot myself that day, so when I saw it, I lit up like a star. It's like fate. Oh. The red string is coming back to me. Yeah, it's that kind of theorizing. I'm just stuck on him because like right now it looks, I wouldn't say perfect, but it looks close enough to being good. And if I went any further, I feel like I'm going to ruin it. Like, badly. Like, terribly. Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You know? That kind of thing. Yeah. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with his hands right now. I'm just putting it here because I can see where his hand's gonna be. What's this? Tell me about Doctor Who. Have you seen the Weeping Angels episode? I love that. Blink. Blink. It's like, don't blink. I love that episode. It's scary, but I love it. If anything, they're like my favorite monster in Doctor Who, I think. So I have a question about Tesoro. Would Tesoro wear Sero's hoodies often? I don't know why, but I have a very clear image of Tesoro chilling on Sero's couch in his hoodie, and it's cute. I actually think Tesoro would just find anything and just put it on. If Tesoro was to stay in his apartment for a bit, they'll just find something to put on that's comfortable, so then they can just stay in clothes. I think that's what Tesoro's like. Tesoro's kind of like that. Cripple's father has revenge and also takes over his agency. Don't forget to save. Program's crashing, is it? Yes, that's true. I haven't saved anything throughout this entire stream. That is bad. I need to find here, and I'm gonna name you Vilbaku. Vilbaku, just for now. Vilbaku. Well, this is great. It just turned from a Hunger Games kind of thing to almost a villain kind of thing, so that's great. Let's see. I'm feeling super stuck on MHA stories I'm working on, and I have to finish it by Friday, but I just don't have any motivation for it. Writer's block suck. Yeah, they do. But that's fine. Like, you kind of work through it, you just do other things, and then eventually you can come back to it. Like, I literally already started writing the 7 Minutes in Heaven birthday special for Kirishima and Tetsu, put into the timeline, which is with Thumper. So, I'm excited for that one, actually. Blink is one of the best episodes, yeah. Please, that's my mood whenever I draw. It looks amazing, could be better, but if I do anything I might ruin this. So stressful, so I leave it. Yeah, it's true. There are times I do that, but then other times I'm like, but I have to get it done. It has to be finished. I can't stop now. Slightly wanting to body slam into his Bakugo's back to avenge sweetheart. Oh dear. This is the first live stream of yours I've been able to see. Your videos bring me so much joy. Aww, thank you. And welcome as well. I know I haven't done a lot right now, but you know what? Maybe the reason why I haven't done so much is, well, I know I need to fix up on how to make him sit properly. Clothes. Maybe I need to clothe him. Maybe that'll help. Me just being an amazing VA. I'm not amazing. Shut up. I'm not amazing. Shut up. Who's starting school soon? Oh yeah, everyone's starting school soon. Ain't it? He doesn't have his jacket because his jacket's in the... I need to give him a jacket though because that's his full outfit. Alright, do you read fan fiction? I have Frisk Burn Hamilton stuck in your head. Aww. I remember this from Kamino's babysitting duty vid. Oh, you recognize the music. Oh, yes. Oh, everyone's starting school, huh? Let's see. Let's see though. This is also the music I usually use for Darby's videos as well. I don't know why. I think it fits him. You know what I realize? I made him sit on a throne, but I'm very bad at drawing objects. Why did I do this to myself? Okay, so let's see. He has scars. Let's do that, because that's fun. To place them in places. Bakugo's got scars. And he is topless right now, so. Haha. Also, hot take. The scars that I'm drawing now are also the scars on the Pro Hero AU as well. So the Pro Hero AU also has the same scars. What else? Here too. If I last remember that image, was it there? Oh no, wait, was it the other side? It was the other side. Okay. Why does everyone start in August? Let's see. Okay, so these are the major scars, which I think Pro Hero AU also has, but I think the villain one ended up getting more. I envisioned it in a way. God damn it. I want to give him his coat back. Because basically he's got something that looks like, let's say, like this. Okay, actually, here's a good example. What's that anime called? No, I don't remember. It's got the dude with the blue hair and the sunglasses, and he has this coat as well, and it sits on his shoulders. Oh, I forgot the anime. Literally, if I remember the name of it, I'm going to like hurt myself because it's like, oh, that's what it was. I knew that was the name of it. Not Skate Infinity, not Black Butler, Blue. It's a really stylized anime, and it's a mecha anime. Oh my gosh. It's like in the style of if anyone knows Kill la Kill, it's like that kind of stylized anime, but it's a guy with this outrageously blue hair, sunglasses. He's got this coat. He rides a mecha. I don't remember the name of the anime, but that's how I saw Bakugo wearing this coat. Not JoJo. Not JoJo. Not Blue Exorcist. I don't know. I don't know if anyone remembers or knows it. No, not Tokyo. No, not Tokyo Revengers. No. But once the name pops up, like if someone mentions the name, I'm so going to like hurt myself because it's like, that's what it was and I couldn't remember it. I can't believe this. No, not CL. Yes, with the girl with the red hair and she's a sniper. That's the one. Not Fairy Tail, not Hunter x Hunter. You know what, actually, the clothes would only work once I actually look up what a military coat looks like, because that's what he has. Yes, the scars are a nod to the manga. Yes, it's Gurren Lagann! That's the anime, it's Gurren Lagann! Because the way the guy wears his jacket on his shoulders is the way I see Bakugo wears his jacket in Villain AU. So yes, that's the one. It's Gurren Lagann. Wow, I think my motivation's dying, guys. Because basically Bakugo's topless in this AU. He just wears a jacket across his shoulders. It's like he shows off the scars that he has. That's what he does. Originally, that's the scars level. Originally, I wanted him like with a hat. What's the school in My Hero Academia that has like the uniform with the hat? Because like, let's... like, imagine Bakugo with... maybe not to that extremity because like I'm just sketching it out, but if he had a hat on. But I don't see him with a hat on now. I did before, but not anymore. Scars show you the fights you've won. Yeah, the one that Kamiya goes to. So that's what... Shiketsu, yeah, so I was just imagining that, but you know. Yeah, scars show that you fought the battles you fought, yeah. So, or survived one. So he does that. And in a weird way, he and Kirishima do very similar things, because Kirishima has a lot of scars too. As a villain AU character, as his villain AU self, he has a lot of scars, and he's always topless, and he's always just walking around showing this off. However, Kirishima in the villain AU has tattoos. So that's the difference. So Darling in the villain AU isn't a pro hero? No, Darling's not a pro hero in the villain AU. Darling's being held captive by Todoroki. And Todoroki says he does that to protect them from the outside world. I'm curious how he got the shoulder and stomach scars compared to his canon counterpart in this AU. Is Bakugo one of those heroes turned villain? Yeah, so the whole point of the villain AU in the channel is that they still went to UA. Like, they graduated from UA, so they were still heroes. They were still training to be pro heroes, so they would have been in internships, they would have done work study, they would have already done patrols as heroes, like how Amajiki was still interning under, like, he was still work studying under Fat Gum in his 3rd year, so like they're still being known in like the streets as heroes during that time. But then after graduation happened, the world flipped its head and they went the villainous route. So that's what happened. Kiri also has a giant tattoo, yeah, that's right. To protect them, yeah, okay, sure, man, what did you say? I love this song because of the eerie vibe, the iconic sound. Yes, it is. Scary Storytime soundtrack. Hi. Didn't get to join until now. Oh no, it's fine, it's all good. Scary Storytime. Indeed. Indeed. I'm just now trapped in this thing. I'm trapped here. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go ahead with this. And if you're hearing that in the background, someone is leaf blowing outside of my apartment. Why exactly did that happen though? We need answers, May. Why did everything go bad? Well... I wonder what made them go down the villain route. I tried to listen for the answer, but sometimes the music builds up to a point I miss it. The internet. I blame the oh yeah, I blame the doctor. It's like he's just staring into my soul. Oh, okay, let's... Is that better? Excuse me. Face trap. Let's see. Hunger Games might give you some inspiration? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. I feel like I need to actually now refer to references. So references on how he sits, and then references for the clothes that he wears. But to do that, I'd have to then search for stuff, and I don't know how you guys feel about me searching things instead of actually seeing something being created with a pretty face. Very pretty, scary face, but pretty face. Smacks Bakugo's face. I am trapped here, Bakugo. What? I don't know what that says. Anyway. Okay, so the thing is, I wonder what made them go down. Why exactly did that happen though? Why did everything go bad? Amari is right when they say they blame the doctor for it. Blame the doctor for it. Oh, okay, see you later, Rena. I don't know how to feel that this has been going on for 2 hours. Yeah, it has. I don't know how I feel about it either. I think I may have to stop. Like, this is as far as my sketching to get out of my, like, creative block has stopped me at now. Which is good, actually. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that I could get this far. I do feel like I need a change, so if I have an artistic way of seeing this right now, I wouldn't change his head. I would change not entirely the bulk of his body, I think the size of it. Like, if we were gonna go into it right now, I'm going to say his neck is fine. Let's start from all of this. So, I know I did the top half there. So if I did this, which is why earlier I said I think his shoulders look too small. And I was right, they were too small. If I did that, and then I just get the rest of his body, which is this layer? Was it just entirely that layer? Yes, I think so. And then I extended that one to a size. I mean, he looks a lot bigger now. Oh look, that looks actually a lot better. It looks like it fits his body. That's what it is. That's what it is. And then, let's do this. That arm needs working, but it works better now. I think so. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think it looks better now that the body fits his head. What's this? Bad doctor. Doctors equal the downfall of hero civilization. My sleep schedule is crying in a corner like Tamaki. Aww. So what did the doctor do or say that made the UA graduates turn from hero to villain? The doctor needs to leave. Doctor Who, Doctor Strange, Dr. Venkman, Doc Brown, who are we talking about? Of course it's the doctor, it's always the doctor. Facts, doctor, here is the door. When will you post new videos again? Oh, I know I'm releasing one this weekend, or at least this Friday, I think, for a lot of you Northern Hemisphere people. But I am working on others. This is where I was stuck at. Here's the thing. I can't draw. So I need to draw artwork for the videos, and that's what's keeping me back, I think. Like, who let him do that? What kind of accent do you have? I'm Australian, actually. So I am Australian. I do verge onto other accents by accident, but that could possibly be because while I'm reading stuff, I try to pull off accents when I can, and then I get mixed up. Like, literally, some of my friends have actually said, "You just sounded very American right now," and I'm like going, "Yeah, it's because my tongue's just practiced itself to say stuff that way. I'm sorry. I will fix this." Oh, I just noticed the little person in the corner. Have they been the entire time? Yeah, except he's just not been moving very much. I would dream to draw that good. It's still a bit to me, but I will figure something out. I will figure something out for Bakugo. Oh, look, his arm's a bit off. Oh no, it's because I moved his arm. You know what, I need to change that because I look at that and then I'm like, I can't deal with it. I have to change it. It has to be the right angle, like this. In a way. Let's just do that. Now it looks a little better. Not much, but it looks a little better. Bakugo! Bakugo, why won't you do this for me? Why won't you work for me? Work for me. Work for me. Kisses! Anyway, I'm sorry. I think it's, yeah, I think we've been on this for almost 2.5 hours now. 2 hours 40. May is American, not clickbait. No, I'm not American, I'm sorry. I am Australian. I'm very Australian. But context for the whole villain AU thing. What's this? My motivation is the size of an ant. My creativity is the size of an elephant. I'm definitely a perfectionist when it comes to drawing. Well, we'll see how villain Bakugo turns out then. In this. When I get the time. Because I might not even draw his legs. I might end up... So what will happen artistically is that I might end up just cutting up to here. So even then, I'll only get like part of his legs in there, but not all of it. Who knows? Maybe if I am keen, I will get legs. And the perspective wise, I feel like this hand is this hand here. So this hand here is throwing me off. Because I'm looking like I'm looking down at him when really we're supposed to be looking up at him. So that's why this is wrong. So I have to fix that. So I'm going to actually delete this. Because that's throwing me off. If anything, it shouldn't be in this angle, it should be here. Like, I think. Let's just roughly do this. I used to know how to draw hands really well when they're hanging from something, but lately... So let's say that's his hand. I'm still not happy with it. Well, one can only try. This might just be a me problem. What? But why doesn't Overhaul wear a full plague doctor mask? Why is it just a beak? I don't know. Maybe it's just his way of doing that. It would look even worse. Great drawing. I really wish to draw good. Still practicing even to get angry when it's not getting as perfect as I expected. No, and I agree with that. I agree with that. That... I need to work on that. I'm gonna leave it like this so then I know I have to work on that. It bugs me that I listen to the villain AU and sometimes I don't have a clue what is going on or have that question why the change of heart from hero to villain, and it drives me insane. I am building up to the reasons why, but I don't know whether any of the newer, like if any of the new installments in the future are going to explain it. So I'm happy to explain it here. I'm just gonna save this now before like I lose it. Before I lose it. And look, there's Kaminari. Please explain it. I don't know, should I explain why they've turned into villains? Would anyone love to know that, actually? I'm not going to give away a lot, but I will give away context for it. I look at Villain Todoroki and I want to be mad. Especially when you have a perfect idea of what you want to draw but can't put it on paper or tablet. Now that's a real pain. I believe it. Just do it. We must know. Yes, please. Yes. Yes. Who hurt our babies? It's driving me crazy. Okay, so... Excuse me. Are you ever going to do a face reveal? I will at 100k. So, the reason why the villain AU is the way they are is, well, Amari did say it and everyone's agreed. It is the Doctor. He doesn't have big eyes like that. So there's a series of these logs that were recorded by the Doctor, which is actually part of the lore on the channel as well. The Doctor is actually a part of CQ's universe. And what I mean by universe is as in like CQ's kind of story, where CQ's coming from, what he's trying to achieve and what he's trying to do. The Doctor in the villain AU is the cause of everyone turning into villains. I don't know whether you can hear it in the logs, but the conversations that they discuss reflect in how they act or how they approach things or how they react to things in their stories. So that's also a thing. I was listening to those yesterday. That was the Doctor. Yes, that was the Doctor. And by the end of their logs, by the end of her logs, when she's talking with Aizawa and Mirko and Hawks, there's almost you almost hear them say her name, but I think it cuts off before it fulfills it. And a lot of people have figured out who this person is, who the Doctor is. So that's lore talk for you. That's also the reason why CQ's doing the things he's doing. All the Denki Sims have arrived. Yeah, it says logs corrupted. Yeah, the corrupted ones. Also, fun fact, because I am writing in the villain AU, the actual villains do exist in the villain AU, and I am writing pieces of that after having written Villain Hawks's like installment. And the talk with Aizawa for the logs is important for that. Eri exists in the Pro Hero and the villain AU. Chronophage, right? As soon as you said the Denki Sims arrived, I joined again. I cannot say you were wrong. Chronophage, yes, Chronophage. Because in Seek's own little story, Intermission, I realize what I've done wrong here. In Intermission, he's talking about a chronophage and that he won't miss this time. So that's the thing. I want to redo Kaminari. I know I'm trying to draw over him again, but I feel like I want to redo him again. And this is supposed to be for Prom Night Lights. This is the Prom Night Lights image for him. I feel like I want to do it again, but I don't want to, because then it means starting over again. You don't want to start over again. Wait, is it the same doc that fixes up Pixie? Yes, it's the same doctor that fixes up Pixie. Exactly. This is not working. This is not working. But Chronophage is a trap. Wait. It's a Denki's name. I looked up from chat, so. Well, I'm trying to draw him, but it's proving difficult right now. I feel like I need to redo him again. I'm just going to save this, but turn it off and try again. I wasn't expecting like but Chronophage is a traveler, alright? Yes! Chronophage was once a traveler. Dude, I wasn't expecting like interdimensional lore when it came to the stuff between things. Next thing you're gonna tell me Traveler putting salt in Shinso's coffee is a pivotal plot point. Okay, I will ease your mind. No, that's not the case. There are some works which are written by other authors that either I've asked personally, hey, may I be able to read this on my channel if you're okay with that or not, or two, they have reached out to me and have offered me something to read for the channel. So that works in that way. No. With this new info in mind, it makes me want to go back to where it started and listen to the videos again. It's also the same doctor that gave Chisaki one of his arms back. Yes, the same doctor who fixed up Pixie was also the one that gave Chisaki one of his arms back. If I had enough time, then I would probably be able to draw something really good right now, especially with seeing how good you can draw. I haven't watched your channel in a while, but I had a drawing tip vid. Aww. I mean, again, like, I'm not the greatest drawer. How am I gonna draw Kaminari and Prom Nightlights though? Denki Sims are just materializing out of nowhere. I'm tired, but I will be here for the end. The end might be soon. It's almost been 3 hours since I've been doing this. But I'm gonna see if I can at least pull out a Denki. Denki Prom Nightlights or Denki Angsty? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. I'm at a complete loss. Who's Pixie? Jump around the house every time you post something. But you were in Discord for what, 12 hours a few days ago? Yes, I was. I was on Discord for 12 hours. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Although part of me wonders if I should do a 24-hour thing. Someone said that I should do a 24-hour event for the anniversary of the channel. And I don't know if I can survive that, but I could try. So Pixie is Shigaraki's traveler, actually. So I'm just gonna start, or else it's gonna be a white screen for everyone. Pixie is Shigaraki's traveler, actually. So they, the Doctor in the Pro Hero AU, brought Pixie back to life. The Doctor is also the one that gave Chisaki one of his arms back. Excuse me. Everyone's here talking about how they're bad at drawing, but are probably gods at it, and here's me who can barely draw a madness combat. Oh dear. I pulled an all-nighter that day you were on Discord. Yes, I remember that. Okay, so I've got the 5th. So this is how I used to draw. I should just go back to how I used to do things, because maybe I can get back in the swing of things again. Who knows? I don't know. It might not be. Might not happen. Might not. I don't know. I can't tell. What do I do? Denki, why won't Denki work with me? Denki needs to work with me better. I hope he does. I hope he works better than Bakugo at the moment. Oh, Denki's such a sweetheart though, isn't he? I don't know. I don't know why I've decided to whisper, but I am anyway. I'm basically alone in my own house, but I decided to whisper. I don't understand. I'm just constantly talking now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be, but you know, it's... I just want this to work. Maybe I need to give him bedroom eyes. Maybe that's why. I could give him just happy eyes because he's a happy puppy. Think he's a happy puppy.
Why can't I draw him properly?
His eyes look weird. Don't be a perfectionist, Mayday. Don't be a perfectionist. Just draw. Okay, so the doc just casually brought 2 travelers back from the dead. Yes. Yep, that's what the doctor does. But it comes with a price. Let's see. Do you listen to any other MHA characters and other anime characters ASMR YouTubers? I used to. I don't know. I think it's because once you become a creator, it's really hard to become the consumer to consume things again. Like, it's about finding time to do that. But I create so much now that, like, I'm just so, like, in the content that I'm making. I just don't know. Why does this make... And here's my flaw. I always draw eyes way too close to each other. That's why it always looks weird to me when I do stuff. I'll have to watch the stream again tomorrow. Oh no, of course. Go to sleep. Good night. I might not be on for long anyhow. Actually, technically 3 because she did it with Pixie, Major, and Little One. That's right! That's right. The doctor actually brought the Major back to life. What's his smile like? God damn it. Sorry. Anyone else just listening to May's League of Villains fanfics when they need a nice way to fall asleep? Bringing 2 people back from the dead as one does on a Monday morning. Okay, for it you should do it though to rely. Oh, please, you can't be a perfectionist and just draw or just do anything for that matter. Aww. The villains just bring the dock travelers like fix now. That's why Major doesn't have a quirk anymore. Yes, that's right. So Major was brought back to life, but doesn't have a quirk anymore. Doc, my SO broke again. Literally, I'm so sorry, but yes, who was it? Josipa and Just a Random Calum. Literally, that's what it is. Like, if we're going to make like an incorrect quote about it or anything, that's literally what it is. It's basically, it broke, fix it. That's what it is. Except oh sorry. Except Doc really be doing things. It's except Major. Major's the only one that doesn't occur that way. Major was broken before they met, or before they actually were with Chisaki. And a lot of that is going to actually be explained because CQ's gonna have like an altercation at some point. So yeah, there you go.
Maybe his face too high. That's probably what it is. His face too
high. I feel like at this point she's fixing them with Gorilla Glue and shoving the SO back in the character's hand. Just makes me think of when Shigaraki was carrying Pixie to the doctor, and now it makes me laugh so hard. Yeah, it broke, fix it. That's basically what it is. I don't know. It's funny. No, but there are good reasons why these things are happening, actually. So there are reasons why. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There are reasons why. Doc be like, who broke it? I'm not mad, I just want to know. Stop dying. Bob is the Doc, Bob the builder. Okay, so I'm allowed to say this because it's been explained in Chisaki's second video, an arm for an arm. It broke again. Danny bursting through the door, or Darby bursting through the door, carrying his traveler over his shoulders, who's half unconscious. Doc, they broke again. Fix now. More like fix it, Felix. See, that's an incorrect thing. Like, I can imagine if it was visually there, it's like, Mom, fix it. And the doctor looks at them like, ugh. Anyway, what is it? I'm allowed to say this because it's been spoken about in Chisaki's excuse me, in Chisaki's second video, an arm for an arm, which someone actually on the comment section there had actually guessed that a very important point about the doctor, and I was very surprised. I was like, I love you for that. I'm glad that you spotted that. Very nice. The doctor, whenever one of the villains brings their SO, god damn it, not again. Mommy, can you fix it please? Yes, pretty much. But I am allowed to explain this. The doctor actually explained to Chisaki how her quirk works. And that's the reason why she's able to bring back one of his arms. Flex be like, how many times are you gonna break it? Imagine for Halloween on the characters just casually slides her a Fix It Felix costume and she's just stone-faced. Yeah. Please, I spelled Felix wrong. Honestly, May Horikoshi, excuse my spelling, struggles while drawing Denki. I know. Breaking their travelers, Doc is eventually gonna be like, no, no more. Shut up for 5 minutes. Stop breaking them for the love of medicine. Wasn't it like the doctor was also the general? I remember you explaining the comment in one of the speed drawers. Yes, actually. Someone pointed out that the general that has been spoken about across a few videos, I think in Darby's video, definitely in Kaminari's timeline, because Morange also mentions the general quite often. Who else said the general? Someone. Darby did. Kaminari's Pro Hero timeline does. I think that's about it, actually. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so the general's been ousted as the doctor because someone in the comments section of Chisaki's video discovered that, which I'm glad that they did. Anyway, point being is that, the doctor in Chisaki's video explained how her quirk works. And the reason why she's able to give Chisaki's arm back. What's this? Doc one day goes, I'm not playing the author again. Take control of your own story and fix them yourself. So what happens in Chisaki's story is that the Doc actually can revive people. Not really revive people, more like the Doc can revive parts of a body back. Like basically the quirk is like regenerating, and they can regenerate someone else's body parts. Like let's say that's the let's say that's the regeneration thing. Let's say that's the, I guess, the most basic quirk level that the doc can do. The doc can regenerate body parts on other people. The only downfall, wait, now that I think about it, wouldn't Aizawa be around 40, since in the anime he is 32, and you set your AU 7 years in the future? Yes, I think Aizawa is roughly around 40 in this AU. Doctor turns people into Wolverine for a couple seconds is an easy way to explain it. Yeah! Can she regenerate Pet's old mental state? On the 3-hour mark. Yep, we're 5 minutes past 3 hours now. I'd say an easy way, yeah, is like a little like Wolverine, except Wolverine didn't die necessarily. Wolverine was injected with like this metallic thing that bound to his like skeleton. So now he has like adamantine or something like that. So he has like a whole skeleton of it. But the Doctor, yeah, regenerates body parts. The flaw of like regenerates people's like what they've lost. The flaw, the downside to it, however, is that in order for that to work, a lot of people went all FMA about it. It's equivalent exchange. You need to give up something in order to gain it. So in Chisaki's case, like, you can go listen to it if you want. I'm just saying, in Chisaki's case, if he wanted his arms back, he had to give up something in return. The doc is grown up Eri from another reality. I know people thought that. No, it isn't. It is a crack conspiracy theory though. That's funny though. That would be funny. No. So what happens is that the way the doc works is that in order to regain like a body part, so in Chisaki's case an arm, it's creating DNA again. It's creating the biology of his arm back. But in order to give DNA out to create this, you need to take something away, DNA-wise. And the way that she thought about it in her quirk, without having to, like, let's say, take a leg in order to gain an arm, she said that she takes whatever the quirk is that's written in your DNA to then give you an arm back. So the only way, for example, for you to bring back something is to erase your quirk from your DNA. So that's how she works. She does explain it in her own way, and how in her own way in Chisaki's video. And it was a very, and when she explains it, it was actually, I really enjoyed actually editing the scene and writing the scene when she explains it to Chisaki how she operates, because they're basically quite opposites to each other. So that's how the doc works. Not me wearing my FMA t-shirt while May brings up equivalent exchange. Yeah, I know. She works that way. The doctor works that way. So if you put that into context about everyone knowing that she brought back Little One and Pixie back to life from the dead, knowing that Little One actually died from the fire that happened at the school, and Pixie died from a car, like a truck accident, the only way she could revive them is to erase their quirk altogether. Reverse all-mighting. Yeah, reverse all-mighting them. There you go. That's a good way of explaining it. That's a very good way of explaining it. So to answer the question about can she regenerate Pet's old mental state, here's the problem. The doctor in the villain AU and the doctor in the pro-hero AU are still both one and the same. They're, however, shadows of... They are, however, like shadows. I know people had said, are they clones of somebody? It's like, no, they're not exactly clones. They're actually like shadows or reflections, or just like, I guess, not a clone of somebody, because like a clone of somebody means that they have their own, like a clone of somebody means it's like almost very physical, but they're almost very ethereal in their presence. But the villain AU Doctor is not the same as the pro hero AU Doctor. They don't have the same quirk. If you listen to the logs for the villain AU, which is the doctor, or in this case, you know, the doctor, the nurse, the counselor, because she was a counselor in those logs, is that the quirk that she had in the villain AU is she takes away pain. She'll take, like, she's not like Recovery Girl, she cannot heal you, but she can take away the pain you're feeling. And that's what she does in that AU. So they are two different things. I'd say if Pet was in the Pro Hero AU, it could possibly be able to, like, the Doctor could possibly be able to help them, but it comes at a heavy price for that kind of damage. Chokun got Pixie. Is there a way she will find a way for people to keep their quirks, be able to get their body parts back? I don't know why, but kind of want to draw May as a goddess. Oh dear. Oh, and to answer Melon Cake's question, sorry Melon, I'm using Photoshop because I've grown up using Photoshop for a while. But to answer the question about is there a way that they can keep their quirks, this is what happens with Pixie. So in Shigaraki's story, Pixie wakes up with a weird smell, kind of right now I'm just kind of sketching because like I cannot concentrate and like I cannot talk and do this at the same time, but if I have a general idea of how his hair works, then yay. So with the whole quirk thing, in Pixie's case, the way Pixie ended up having to wake up is that they had this weird scent flood their like senses when they woke up. They were put on a respirator. There's a lot of that happening around. And what is it? And Pixie does have a quirk. So everyone, I don't know if anyone's very familiar with Shigaraki's thingy, Shigaraki's Traveler, but Pixie does have a quirk. And that quirk involves laughing gas, actually. Eventually I'm going to have to stop drawing because I just feel so into the lore now that I'm talking with you guys about it, and I'm like, oh, I can't do two things at once. So I'll fix this eye later. Oh, McKenna, thank you. You didn't have to. It's the same with Belle before. You didn't have to. But I appreciate it though. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put that lower because that just looked a little weird. He doesn't have such a high forehead. I love Shiggy and Pixie. Wait, so she's a living Tylenol? I don't know what that is. If that's American medicine, I have no idea what that is. Chemical Warfare is my favorite video on the channel. Yeah. So Pixie reveals that they produce laughing gas. Laughing gas that they're not very familiar with. But there are parts of the story. It's a painkiller. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. She's a living Tylenol. As in villain AU Doctor is practically that. So, oh, what was I saying again? I keep forgetting. What am I doing with his hair? I need to die quietly. Okay. Shoot. What was I saying? I was talking about Pixie. So Pixie does have a quirk. And a quirk that they're not very familiar with, nor how to deal with it. So in a sense, like, compared to the MHA canon, they're a lot like Mustard. How Mustard can't actually deal with the gas that he produces, which is poisonous, actually. So to answer the question earlier from Marie-chan about keeping quirks but having body parts or being revived back. What the Doctor then had tested and experimented on further is that after reviving people and realizing that they're quirkless, she then experiments on inserting artificial quirks in them. And the only way they could, it's like artificial quirks in them, binding into like where the quirk DNA used to be, and then recreating something. And because it's DNA, it still needs to be based similar to what they used to have. So it's kind of like how bodies have to accept like donors, like donor like organs or stuff like that, you know, like medically speaking. So the Doctor in the Pro Hero AU inserts ways of creating artificial quirks for those that she's revived. Which, for example, in Little One, I don't know if anyone remembers, but that's the reason why the blue flowers was such a big thing. Darby goes and collects blue flowers because the Doctor had asked him, please collect these. The Doctor has found a way of synthesizing different flowers to then synthesize them as artificial quirks to then insert them. Like, this cannot medically happen in real life, but it's poetic in the sense that this Doctor chooses flowers, so almost a botanist way of looking at it, to then create artificial quirks out from these characteristics of flowers and then inserting them into people. Yeah, so kind of like Nomus. Yeah. Sleepy as heck, but not gonna sleep because I'm gonna be reading fan-made stories and re-listening to the vids. Aw, thank you. So because she had an ice breath, laughing gas is similar. Yeah. So that's the way that the Doctor has given them a quirk back, because it's similar to what they had, but she also kind of refines it in a way so it helps the other party. So in this case, Shigaraki. So Pixie's former quirk was cryogenic gas. Every time they breathed something, they would freeze it all the time, which is why they were always like muzzled all the time, because it's to prevent that from happening. So kind of like Sero's listener. Sero's listener is a different case, actually. Same with Monange. Monange and Sero were different cases. So with the villain travelers, they unfortunately perished before their time. So what the Doctor does is revive them back. Imagine getting in a fight and somebody just disses you like, that's why your quirk is fake. Oh, okay, bye. When you have school tomorrow but you're staying up all night, oh dear. What are your pronouns? I go by she, her. I am working on sunlight shading, so I won't be asleep for a while. Yeah, that does take time. Yeah, so that's why in Pixie's case, laughing gas was the closest thing. And the Doctor assumed in the sense that it would be helpful in Shigaraki's cause and Shigaraki's case. So, what else? Little One, everyone knows that Little One, aka Pipsqueak, is quite infamous on the channel because of the Christmas fires. So Little One did have a quirk previously, which I had mentioned that Little One is the same traveler that could have gone with Tamaki Amajiki. The same traveler would have had I guess choose a route between Amajiki or Darby. So when I release, because I know I'm working on Amajiki timelines, that when I release Amajiki timelines, everyone will find out what the original quirk would have been for this traveler. But in Darby's case, the traveler has like a firewall quirk, in the sense that because of the scars that they received from the fire, the blue flowers that the doctor had synthesized for them, which I know I need to re-release the video because I know I put it down. I need to re-release the video, but they were given a salve to put on their arms in order to help them heal, but that salve is also what gives them the quirk. And that quirk is basically that they can ingest like hot flaming fire into their arms and then like I guess like create a firewall around them, around a certain I guess radius or diameter. And because they can do that, because it's also the same kind of flames that Darby actually uses, Darby can actually be within this firewall and shoot out flames through the firewall onto enemies. So enemies cannot enter because they will be burned by the firewall, but they can also get shot from within as well. So that's what the doctor thought for Little One to be helpful for Darby. That kind of thing. I have to work in the morning, but I can stay for about another hour. Okay, pipsqueak. I was so confused the first time you mentioned that. Oh, really? I'm so sorry. But, well, this is actually good that I'm actually able to discuss this while I should not have done that on the same layer. While I'm drawing Kaminari, because Kaminari is a sweetheart. I feel like that could be slightly... But yeah, so the doctor has some history doing that. This doctor, as earlier mentioned, is the chronophage that CQ is trying to find. I misunderstood the quirk then. I thought Darby's quirk boosts her new quirk. It can! Darby's quirk does boost it. Because if they are surrounded by the flames that he creates, they absorb his flames and then they, like, you know, they can shoot it out as a firewall, so they can do that. So just like how I think at one point in Base of Fire, which was the most recent Darby one I released, he shot straight at Little One, who raised their arms, absorbed it, and then exploded on top of the intruder that was in their in the Paranormal Liberation Front's warehouse. So they're basically fireproof or fire retardant, I guess, in a way. Like, they can withstand that heat now because the artificial quirk lets them do so. What have I missed? May, you can't just bring up Amajiki like that. No, but I've been wanting to write Amajiki. It's just, Amajiki's been seen in the Pro Hero AU in Kirishima's timeline. Well, no, he's not in any of the videos released yet, but in the future, in any future writings, Amajiki's going to be featured in Kirishima's timeline. But that's so then I can ease into an Amajiki timeline, which unfortunately is not really a part of the Pro Hero AU. It's actually branching off into its own AU because the same traveler that would have been in Amajiki is the same one that's with Darby. I wish I was better at drawing boys. I mainly do girls. My first attempt at male is the main outfits. Oh, well, it's a good first start. What animes have you watched? Oh, I've watched quite a bit. Ooh. Oh wow, yeah, I should stop soon, but I've watched quite a bit. I've answered this quite a while ago too. Like, I watched like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, Fruits Basket, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon. I grew up with that kind of stuff. And then I branched into, you know, Oran, and then I branched into like, I think recently I've watched Waterkoi, but I've been reading their manga series, and it's a really good slice of life story. I really like it. Ghost in the Shell, that kind of thing. My Hero, of course. Let's see. what else have I watched in the past? Like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun. Like I'm pretty old school sometimes, so yeah. Oya. What's it? So how Entraptor and Hoarder, I mean Ida and Tinkerbell. Wait, what do you mean by that, Amari? What do you mean by that, Ida and Tinkerbell? Are you just questioning now? How does that work? Is that what this is? I don't know what you're asking. I'm finally getting to the neck. Wow, it took that long because I keep talking. I should really be quiet and actually just do stuff. Is it I Live for Fruits Basket? Have you seen the 20? I haven't watched the remake yet, but that's partly because I'm still like, I've just been so into creating content that I just haven't really gotten into it yet. I would like to though. I mean, I've read the entire manga already, so. Oh, hi McKenna. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. You really didn't. Okay, so I just realized out of all the boys, 3 of them have long hair, and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Why did I envision them this way? I do not understand my logic. Oh, what character? My man with long hair is just yes, please. I'm drawing Denki, and this is supposed to be his prom nightlights video kind of style that I'm trying to achieve, and I have no idea how he's standing. Although, part of me wonders, it's funny that the villain AU, Kaminari, actually has shorter hair. Very short hair. Shorter than like his high school days, shorter hair. I find that funny. 3 with long hair? I thought it was only Kaminari and Todoroki. Who am I forgetting? Kiri. Yeah, Kiri still has long hair. Me liking long hair and knowing how to draw equals everyone I drew having long hair somehow. Yeah, that's a thing. Kaya! Oh dear. Wow, I drew him rather large, didn't I? Oh, maybe. Okay. Yeah, so his shoulders are gonna get really small real quick. Oh, you mean Kaminari, as in villain AU Kaminari? His hair looks the same as his high school days. I tried to style it so it's styled differently than his high school days in the old artwork I did of him. But we'll see. Okay, have a good night. Part of me is like, can we leave him like this? I don't know. Can we leave him like this? Maybe give him his shades. He wears shades. Oh god, it's coming out with glasses. No. Maybe only the Kafuna vid is when I can recall Kirishima having long hair. Probably. Look at that. Kaminari's the new present mic. He does wear shades though. I don't know. He shouldn't wear shades to a party. Well, Kaminari does wear shades.
Oh god, I don't know what to do.
I might even take a break. It's been almost 3.5 hours of me either sketching, drawing, and staring at a screen. But wow. Now that I look at this, wait. Before I turn everything, before I stop sketching, because like it's been a while now. This is after, this is before. This is after, this is before. I think I'm so happy. Although I think his hair looked better here. Yeah, did it? It looks scragglier. This one looks a little more like tamer. Kaminari glasses marriage. Oh gosh. This song I recognize from the beginning of Chemical Warfare because I can just remember hearing May saying deep breaths. Yes, save progress. Imagine him with a fishtail braid. Imagine him with a fishtail braid. Then again, he'll look like the lady from the movie. Is it the movie? Yeah, he'll look like the lady from the Heroes Rising movie that attacked like the League of Villains in the truck. Words can't hurt me. These shades are Gucci. I think this is a good start for his prom night lights image actually, so that's good. This is good. So we have villain Bakugo, which is just sitting here. Now that I come back to it after doing Kaminari, I'm like, maybe his face looks weird. Like, cause his face doesn't look weird, but his face looks weird. I don't understand. How the hell did this work? I don't understand this. Okay, well, I'm going to, save, definitely, because my legs are actually cramping, so I gotta stop. Ow. Ow. Leg cramp. Cramp. Leg is cramping. Cramping! Okay, I'm good now. So, this was left because we were looking up who Chamber was. But yes. I think it's how long does it take for you to normally draw? A sketch, if I was in the mood and I wasn't like being too perfectionist like, I think a proper sketch like for a bust, and what I mean by bust, it's like usually the head, shoulders, and part of the torso, but nothing of the rest of it. A good sketch of that could just take me, I guess up to 30 minutes. Like, and that's what I mean by a good sketch. It's not like a rough sketch and then I line art it again. It's like good sketch that I can be happy to then clean the line art, then color. Maybe around 30 minutes of that. Then a base color is another like 20 minutes, and then shading comes down to maybe another 20 minutes. I guess a full drawing of the bust could be maybe an hour and a half. I'm not as good as most artists who can do like full paintings in an hour and a half. But just for the sake of what I need to do, I think that's a good enough time frame. Oh, okay, you have a good night. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope we can have fun doing Hunger Game simulations again sometime. Stop paying me! Seriously, stop paying me! That was it. Night to those leaving. Yes. I just need a break from the drawing now. Alright. I've got work in the morning, but I will continue watching when it's in video form. Good night to everyone! Yay! I mean, it's already been 3.5 hours. I think, yes. You know what I could do though? If anyone has any more questions about any of the AUs on this channel, please say so now or forever hold your peace. Anyway, this guy looks cool. But oh, that's not what I want to do. I really want to listen to more of your vids because I'm behind, but I can never find the time. Yeah, I realize I've gotten a lot. Oh, and thank you to everybody. I loved your ex-villain listener fanfic. Oh, I don't think that was written by me, but I did read it. Yeah. Let's see, I'm just looking at stuff on Wattpad now. Alright, but yeah, I've written more stuff on them actually. So if I were to go back, off topic, but Shinso and Shadow are my favorite AUs. I didn't even simp for them before, which is what I found funny. Oh really? I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sorry for making you feel that way. Not a question. Will you ever start another AU? Well, if I went back to what I need to read, I do have the fantasy AU. Excuse me. I do have the fantasy AU, and I've been meaning to want to read that, but there are like so many storylines in the fantasy AU that it's a little overwhelming. But I do want to get onto that as soon as I can. Not a question on the AUs, but if one wanted to request you to read a one-shot of theirs, how should they do it? If you're on Wattpad, just send me a message. I'll see what I can do. I can't make promises though. As you can see, I've got on screen. I've got a lot that I would like to get through. I mean, I've even finished the 3rd edition for Curing Headaches, which is with Shinso and Sero finally, so hopefully I can get that one sorted. But like, yeah, just send through a DM or message me on Wattpad and see what we can go from there. I listen to you while I'm cleaning my house. Aww. Yeah, my voice just drowns out everything, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just white noise at that point. Can you make more JJK AU? Yes, I would love to. Excuse me, because I know I need to do Itadori and Sukuna. I've been putting that on the back burner, and there are a few things, excuse me, in JJK AU that, like, I don't know if I will be able to make it as big as extensive as the My Hero, but there are a few things in there that would actually bring some light to CQ specifically. Same with the Haikyuu universe. Like, I would love to write more Haikyuu stuff because Haikyuu is like the most fluffiest thing. There's nothing, there's no trauma in Haikyuu. It's so wholesome. But CQ also has his hand in it as well, so I would love to do that actually. I have a question. Out of all the characters you wrote on for the bad ending, what character was the most painful? You wrote this on Discord, and as soon as I started this live stream I was going to reply back on Discord about it, but I can like say it here. Oh, the most painful to write. I'm a very visual person, so I could actually, when I wrote this, I saw everything like it was like you would see as a movie or you would see as an anime on screen. Like, that's how I visualize everything. To be honest, I know why some of them would be painful because I know the context of why they're painful. But I feel like Monange is the most painful. because I literally did the research for Monange's one-shot, as in Kaminari. So I did the research for the Kaminari one-shot on the bad ending, and it just made it so much more poetic and so much more sad that I was like, I can't believe I did this to them. So that's what I'd say. I'd say that's why I actually actively went and did stuff. Plus, with the bad ending, that's why the bad ending started. It was because of Monange. So that's probably why it felt the most painful to write, because they were the epicenter of everything. Oh no, it's like, no, why must you bring up the bad ending? Because I like pain. Listening to you makes cleaning my room feel fun when it really isn't. Aww. Who was the bad ending about? So the bad ending is... I'm gonna see if, now that I'm not focusing too much on thingy, that if Eggsy will actually catch my face. I doubt he will, because it's gotten very dark, hasn't it? So... yeah, the main 7. Yeah, so the bad ending is like a collection of one-shots made in a moment on all the main 7 of My Hero Academia. So, yeah. Someone posed the question to me ages ago about, what was it? Someone posed to me ages ago, what would happen, how would the boys react if the travelers died? So I wrote a fanfic on that, and that's how that came about. I'm back. I had to do something. Yeah, it's all good. Have you watched Banana Fish? No, and people have been telling me to watch a lot of things. Like, I want to re-watch like Bungo Stray Dogs, but I haven't even had time to watch that too, so a lot of that. It hurt, what was it? It hurt me when they said they loved each other before. Yeah, that's what makes it painful. They admitted to themselves before that happens. It's like, right person, wrong timing. That's the problem. Unless you read the fanfics, that's where the trauma is. As a person who have read the fanfics, 10 out of 10, don't recommend unless you like pain and sadness. Yes, that's where the trauma is. I still have yet to find a way to watch Banana Fish. Aww. Fluffy Haikyuu, thinking about Tanaka killing Daichi. Oh, come on. Come on. No. I'm still not over Volpone, aka Totoro, bringing up potential names for kids they would have had and them actually getting away with it in the Pro Hero AU. Oh no. Still not over bringing up potential names for kids they would have had and them actually getting away with it. I know. Oh. Spain, but remove the oh dear. No, that's true. That's true. And them actually getting away with it. Yeah, that's true. I love your voice. It's very calming. Thank you. We're just chilling right now. I'm just kind of on the down low after trying to sketch something because, you know, my creativity is in the drain at the moment, and I just want to try and figure something out. But yeah, I have a lot of that to read. And also there's all of this that I'm still in the middle of writing. Why do I do this to myself? Excuse me. Like, literally this one here, I remember this one. This one's basically like, you know, the Kafune second edition, and it starts with Midoriya, but I started it and I haven't finished it. I don't understand why. I think when you did the dry read of Choice and Circumstance, didn't you say his name was Show Hunter when it should be Show Sarah? Yes, I fixed that now. I don't think I fixed it on Wattpad, but I fixed it in my own writings. It should be Show Zero. That's his son. Who is your favorite character to write? When I tell you the bad endings, dry read had me in the verge of tears. Who is my favorite character to write? I like to write... It comes and goes. Normally I like to write Bakugo and Kirishima, but then lately because I've started a lot of these, I have to try and switch up like my mood when I write stuff. So like there's this one which is a fantasy AU Bakugo, the juggling act, which is with CQ as well, and I started that one because I just thought, oh, this would be cute, and then I haven't finished it yet. The long con, which is Kirishima plus CQ. I started the fantasy AU for Midoriya. What else is here? This one's the Fruits Basket one that I want to finish. I just wrote Wedding Wars. There's the 7 Minutes in Heaven Kirishima Tetsu that I started writing. There was something else in here that I wrote. Picking Up the Pieces. I can't wait for this one. I like this one's a big one. I can't wait for that. But yeah, I guess it depends. I think lately I've finished writing for Midoriya, but I guess I do like to write more for Bakugo, for Kirishima, and for Shinso, really. Will you do Hanaki? Hanaki? Any animes? Oh, you mean if I'm gonna do any new ones? I don't know yet. Like again, there's JJK and Haikyuu that I still want to write more of. Let's see. Excuse me. Are you going to post the bad ending because I don't have Wattpad? Yes, I will actually. Excuse me, sorry. I will try to die quietly. No, I am. I just need to record it and then, of course, edit, draw the art for it. But I will be posting that as a video. Anything that I usually post on my Wattpad is going to be a video. I probably am going to celebrate Aizawa's birthday more than my own, which is one day before my... Oh dear, Aizawa. I'm excited for Infiltration, which is Chisaki Major. Yes, I've not posted that on Wattpad because I really haven't drawn an actual image of Chisaki for like the artwork for the Wattpad entry. Maybe that's why I haven't. But definitely Infiltration, which actually is another side to both Chemical Warfare and Base of Fire. So all three of them happen at the one time. Assassination Classroom. Maybe. To be honest, I've not watched the entire season. So I probably have to before I actually write anything more. But I know what the story's about and everything. Have you ever wrote something and then put it off for so long when you came back you cringed at your own writing? Yes and no. I think nowadays with what I have on the on screen here as a list, I don't really cringe at it. I do look back at it and just think about, oh, maybe grammatically this would sound better, but I haven't cringed at it. Anything that I cringed at is probably anything I've written years ago. I've definitely done that. Which is actually, now that I look at it, this one here that I'm highlighting right now is actually an Ouran High School Host Club fanfic one-shot thing that I wrote. And I want to fix it, and I want to turn it into a video. I just haven't had the time to do that. Bless your brain, it's working overdrive, all the connecting plots and AUs. I love doing that. I love to connect things together. Like literally the Fruits Basket one that I'm writing makes so much sense with CQ. Makes so much sense. I just can't release it yet, and I can't tell you. I love the subtitles when they mess up the word Ka-chan and make it into gotcha. Oh dear. Kirishima Fantasy AU. Yes, but he won't have a plot timeline. The timelines are more focused on Bakugo, Todoroki, Shinso, and Midoriya gets one separate from them. But Kirishima would get a one-shot or two because he's featured in Bakugo's timeline quite a bit. But he'll get one-shots where it's focused between him and his traveler and that fantasy AU. I'm having ideas for an Aizawa Hypnotized listener fic. Oh dear. Should I sleep or no? Same here. I'm still on Ep 14. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I think this should be the end of the stream. Partly because we are almost branching on to 4 hours and it has been quite a long time. And a lot of you are staying up just to stay here. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, for even tapping into some of the creativity that I've been lacking lately. It's helped me to get back into sketching again, because I know when I was trying to sketch on my own, I just kept looking at it and I hate to say I kept hating it. But you guys helped me bring back the fun in it again. And the fact that I can actually talk about something while I'm drawing and reconnecting myself back into the channel, it really helps. I really appreciate that. Anyhow, I also know that I am delayed by like 30 seconds, I guess. So that's why there's all these almost, I guess, empty breaks of silence, is because I'm actually waiting for the I guess the connection to reach up to where I am. But I think we should be ending this stream now. But it's been fantastic hanging with you guys again, talking about stuff. Again, I'm more than happy to release some information about the AUs, so then people have a better understanding of what's going on. But it's been great. I appreciate it, and I appreciate that a lot of people like are enjoying themselves, and that's all I really want out of it. Thank you, everyone. I'm just seeing all the comments finally coming through. I can just imagine Tesoro stubbing their toe and begging Sarah to take them to the hospital. Yeah, that could be the case. But thank you so much for everyone with like if my content helps you in any way possible. Thank you. I had so much fun. I can't wait for more content. Thank you. It helps with the lack of motivation, hanging out, of course. Whenever I need to I guess figure out what I'm doing and see where everyone's at, it's just great to just hang out. It's just fantastic. One day in the morning, it's worth it. No problem at all. So I wish I could wave as I wish I could wave, but I don't think I can. Thank you for having us and help us understanding your AUs. I hope so. I hope that it's just a fun ride. I just want to give you guys a fun ride, somewhere to experience and to, like, I guess, see where it takes you. Wait with my head. I hope that's enough waving. Okay, I'm going to have to, let's see, I'm going to have to end this stream, actually. It is. Alright, everyone, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I don't know when my next live stream will be, but I hope to see you all soon. Hope you all have a good night. Drink water. Stay safe. Bye. ciao.